Welcome to the Friday Mailbag on a Thursday.
Friday Mailbag a day early.
So how are the songs going, Tom? I saw you were working on some. We're going to play some? We might as well play them on this show.
Well, listen, Jade, just like an NBA athlete, my vocal cords might need a DNP rest every now and then.
A dimp rest?
A dimp rest because...
Dimp.
Pressed because... Listen, it is hard to sing. I don't know if you know this, but I got some pipes. And when these pipes are redlining, can't go that long. So I did 3 songs, Jade. I did JT, hit Senorita with Pharrell from the Neptunes.
Nice.
I also did Michelle Branch, Everywhere.
Nice.
And that one was the toughest one. And then there was TLC Waterfalls off the Crazy Sexy Cool album.
Not bad. Not a bad start at all. And how do you feel they came out?
You know, it's sound. I mean, have you ever listened to David Bowie and what's his face, Freddie Mercury's like vocal tracks?
Yes.
Like of Under Pressure, just like the vocals.
Yes, I have heard that. As a matter of fact, it rivals that. Okay, without like the recordings I have are just the vocals, and I kind of got that same vibe. Like I might be as good of a singer as Freddie Mercury. Might be. I'm not going to say I am, but I'm
relax.
Wait till you hear this Michelle Branch Everywhere track.
I got a potential hot take.
But did you sing it in the shower?
No.
See, I'm coughing. I can't take this, man. It's hard singing as well as I do.
I got a potential hot take, Tom.
Don't do it,
Tom.
That's a low bar.
You don't like Freddie Mercury?
He's fine.
Not here.
Oh, God.
Not today. Not on Friday, Zach.
I'm not on Friday. Is this Friday?
This is Friday. It's fast forward Friday.
Yeah, this is. I'm dumb enough that this is going to throw off my entire weekend.
Are you?
I'm going to think.
Kramer. Oh my God! Are you really going to disparage Freddie Mercury here today?
What's he going to do?
It's not what he's going to do. It's what our many thousands of international fans.
Is that a cat being disciplined?
Yeah, I think that's what that was.
Trey, you on a plane?
No, I'm in the streets.
Oh, okay. Well, it turns out the much anticipated arrival of Big Waz.
I thought since there was someone who is non-male on the podcast today, he might show up.
As soon as he said, "I'll be ready," I knew he's not showing up.
Well, it looks like we have a couple. Let me just make sure our guest knows how we're connecting.
The new "I'll be ready" is the "I'm here."
I'm ready. Let me get I'll be right back. Give me 10 seconds.
So basically the deal was we had about 16 short of 1,000 patrons on patreon.com/count the dings. Tom then promised each of the people up to 1,000 a song, custom Tom Haberstroh song that he would deliver to their email for whatever reason. Maybe a phone message, who knows? And so he's begun to record these songs. I'm going to play some on the show. So, in case you're wondering, I'm all for just keeping this thing going. Let's just whoever signs up.
Let's make promises that we make Tom keep. Yeah, Jade, I'm with you. This is so low stakes for us, other than Tom. Like,
I love it.
Keep it going.
Yeah.
By the way,
Tom's not gonna have a voice in a minute.
Exactly.
I'm legit coughing up a lung right now.
We're at 1,069, so as far as I know, he's got another 70-ish to go.
Yeah,
nice.
I got a few songs left, guys. Marvin's Room. I need a girl to do lay down that track with me.
I got a falsetto.
Yeah. As good as Freddie Mercury or what?
I mean, that's Freddie Mercury.
Probably better.
God, Freddie damn Mercury, man.
How are you gonna besmirch Freddie Mercury?
Freddie Mercury. What has he ever
You know what's crazy? I don't even know who Freddie Mercury is.
No!
That's the bad
Come
part about it.
on.
Come on, it's even
Come
worse.
on.
You know what? You know
I
what,
don't.
Trey? You know what, Trey?
You know what Trey
I don't
is?
think that's ridiculous. I don't think that's ridiculous. I
Trey
think
is-
that's fine.
Trey is Jade on a Monday right now. Jade
Yeah,
on a Monday.
You're
I'm
a
White
terrible
Trey,
son.
bro. I'm White Trey on the Friday, bro. I don't be
No,
knowing
you're gonna get white.
anything.
Not knowing Freddie Mercury, you're gonna get White Trey revoked. Actually.
Yeah, that's true. I'm definitely Black Trey for sure.
Hold on, I'm rolling back in our.
Bicycle's a terrible song.
He's setting up.
What'd you say?
Was it?
Bicycle is a terrible song.
Oh my. I want to ride my bicycle.
That's an amazing song.
Is that him?
Bike.
Yes,
Queen.
Yes.
that's an
Queen.
And then it's like
incredible tune.
bicycle,
You go left.
bicycle. That's the song. Okay, I heard him.
Trey,
Go
Trey,
right.
can I guess how you know this? Trey, can I guess how you know this? And this may be profiling.
Go ahead.
It's in the movie How High.
It definitely isn't how. That's how I know it. That's not profiling.
Bicycle
Hey,
race, bicycle
that's
race,
why-
bicycle race.
That's why my tweet is going to be so great now, because we're gonna watch black movies together,
I'm in.
and then you can just like give me all the white movies, really, really, really white movies, and then I can just watch those. We had this idea last summer, man. But yeah,
Trey, have you seen Swingers?
no, I haven't.
Oh,
Okay, that's a pretty white movie.
That's
All
a
right,
good one.
yeah, I'll,
Gotta watch that.
and just have us mic'd up.
I think
man,
it's a black
and we
friend
just-
in that.
there's a black friend in it for sure.
Right, there is a
It's
token
to the
black
alley,
friend.
alley party.
I also want to watch
man.
all the basketball friends with my basketball buds, and we point out all the racist parts in the movies, since all the basketball movies are racist.
Isn't that a bit on Levitard show that Amin does?
Guys, guess who is joining us for the first time ever on Back to Back podcast? Big Was.
Yo, what up?
What up, Was?
Good morning,
Nothing,
boss.
Good afternoon, Tomas.
Was.
How we doing, man?
We are. These guys are killing Freddie Mercury right now. I think he's a genius.
He's cool. Yeah, he was definitely ahead of his time, you know.
Thank you. I think Waz thinks he's Freddie Flintstone.
Nah, I know who he is. He's an androgynous icon. You know what I'm saying?
He is. Yeah, that's a good call.
That mustache. I mean, Zach, that mustache alone
teeth.
is
The
oof,
teeth.
We gotta,
that
I mean,
Check
we gotta
out the
act like
teeth.
we gotta act like that mustache matters in an era when Tom Selleck was around. Come on.
Hey, I saw Burt Reynolds the other
He
day.
was before Tom Selleck, bro. He was before
Nah,
Tom
Reggie
Selleck.
Theus mustache was better, man.
Reggie Theus did have a legendary mustache.
He was slick, man.
All right, guys. Anyways, welcome. We are doing this segment as if it is Friday. I'm bringing in our first guest. You may know her from the hit TV series The Jump, starring Amin Al-Hassan.
Amin Al-Hassan's The Jump.
Rachel Nichols, are you there?
I am here. I'm looking at back of Amin's head. So,
The star of The Jump, you mean?
working
Is it
conditions.
the bald spot?
Oh, man.
Hey, it wasn't me, Rachel. That was all Trey. That was
Hey.
all Trey.
I'm just saying, it's not me you're insulting, and I have loose lips. I'm going to tell him.
Yeah.
Hey, you can tell him. He knows. He gets enough on Mondays.
I miss you guys. How are you?
I miss you too, Rachel. Welcome to the Friday Mailbag. We're doing the show as if it's tomorrow.
Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna get in an elevator for like 10
All right.
Oh, there it
That
is.
was
Thanks,
good.
Rachel, for
All
joining
right.
us.
seconds. That's
And that was Rachel Nichols.
Are you there now?
Yes, we are
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Well, wait.
Do you? Okay. Yeah, I'll be in an elevator for like 10 seconds, and then it'll be done.
Okay. 1,
She
guys.
said.
2,
You guys.
3. What?
So I tweeted out earlier today, just left the studio with the songs that I've laid down already, right?
yes.
Joe Smith of the NBA, former #1 pick, liked that tweet.
Hold on a second. I'm not going to reveal too much here, and I don't know anything about this situation. I will just say there have been some imposters with verified accounts before representing NBA players or former
First
NBA
you take
players.
down Freddie Mercury, then you say that Joe Smith is an imposter.
Okay, you want to know?
Get
You want to know
all
why
the
I think
way
he's
out of
fake?
here.
You want to know
By
why?
the
I think
way,
he's fake?
Jade, I'm back, but I just don't want to interrupt this discussion. Keep going.
Zach, that's him. Zach, that's him. I'm just
Hold
gonna tell you
on.
that.
My dog
Says
disagrees. He
Official
posted.
Twitter of Joe Smith,
Look,
NBA
I'm telling you.
enthusiast, #1 pick, 1995 NBA draft.
Yeah, no, he read the Wikipedia. I get it. Here's why I think it's fake. One, there have been other players with verified accounts from like the 90s who have supposedly been these accounts, and they're not them.
Like
Two,
who? Give me an example.
I don't want to take away from someone else's story.
Okay, Zach.
Oh,
Let me clear this up, Zach.
We can gloss over this.
Zach, I was going to clear it up for you.
Okay.
Alex Rodriguez just got him on social media.
But here, all right,
right?
Can I see why I think it's fake? Because he posted a poll that said, a question: who would you rather have winning the Eastern Conference? And the three options were all hashtags. It was We the North.
Oh, we got video. Video.
Celtics. Hashtag All for One.
sorry,
I don't think Joe Smith
Zach,
knows.
you're talking, but all I'm seeing and hearing is Rachel walking down.
This is Hoodie Rachel.
I know. I'm trying to
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Hoodie Rachel right now in LA.
She's now in the
Hoodie
garage.
Rachel out here mobbing the streets.
Woo.
She's in the garage.
Can you guys hear me or just see me?
Are you getting in the? Oh, there you
getting both.
are. Oh yeah. Check that out.
Can you hear me or just see me?
We can hear you.
No, both.
Okay,
I hear you.
but I can't push any buttons here.
That's a problem.
I know, right?
It really is Hoodie
Right.
Rachel.
What's
I
great
know,
is we're
right?
gonna end up-
It's
we're
Hoodie
gonna end
Rachel.
up on-
Whoa, now it's red.
There you go.
Red.
Whoa.
All right,
Lady
this is not
in red.
working for me. But can you hear me?
It's like the background from the Yeezus tour.
Right.
All right. Jay, can
It's
you
cool.
try to call me in again? Because I think I can set it up so it works if you start from scratch. I had to get myself off the Wi-Fi.
I was going to say, touch your screen and then see that little camera next to the end call button. Push that. And there you go. There you go.
What's
No,
that?
no,
No,
she
she
just
left.
hung up.
That's all.
Did you see the whole thing with Yeezy? How he may lose the trademark worldwide?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
He's losing it to who? To Nike?
To some Chinese company. That
Some Chinese company.
Some Chinese company filed for the trademark. So
All right, I'm back.
okay, all right,
I'm
Rachel.
back, baby.
All right.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Where exactly are you right now? Are you in the cafeteria?
I'm in a Starbucks at LA Live.
Oh, the Starbucks. I know it very well. Yes.
Exactly. Your friend and mine.
So, you guys want to talk about Kawhi?
Wait, is this Friday mailbag?
I think it's a fake. I think the Spurs are just spicing things up. This is like going to a bar with your significant other, doing some role playing, pretending it's another person. I think that's all this is. I think this is just spicing up the love life with the Spurs and Kawhi.
I'm sticking to my script. I think everything is still all good. Shouts to Danny Green.
Yeah, I think this is just a play for a huge ploy for Danny Green to get followers on Twitter, right?
What has surprised you guys most about this? Because, it's not all good, right? I mean, if it was all good, he'd be playing and in the MVP conversation. This has not been a good season for Kawhi and certainly his time with the Spurs. So what do you think's really going on?
The craziest thing for me is that Zach, Tom, Jade, Black Trey, they actually called me like a team meeting, a players only meeting for me to get back on the pod. So
Yeah.
what happened with Kawhi doesn't surprise me at all. Like the team, the guys want him back. We need you, Kawhi. Come back. But I think he thinks he's still hurt. And he's like, why should I sacrifice my future for this team? Fuck you guys.
As I said yesterday with David Griffin and Coach Thorpe, I think this is another Derrick Rose situation from a few years ago. Not necessarily that he's washed like Derrick Rose. I'm saying he himself doesn't think he's ready, even though he's medically cleared, and now there's a standoff.
And is that going to be a larger problem considering the contract situation coming up this summer?
I mean, like I said on yesterday's pod, look at Isaiah Thomas and what he did for the Celtics last playoffs. Is Kawhi Leonard look at that and say, I want that to be me?
I get it. Because I think my last knee surgery was about 15 years ago and I'm still waiting to come back from it. So, I get it. These things take time.
Yeah. Are you still negotiating with Jordan on your shoe deal, Zach?
Yes. Yeah. I'm still, trying to get them to come to the table. They're still saying we have no idea who you are. By the way, this is a Wendy's drive-thru. Please pull forward.
Sounds about right.
Rachel, what are you ordering?
I've left. It was too crowded. There were too many people. I couldn't focus on Zach. That bothers me. So,
I get it, Rachel.
Right? It's just at some point you got to just let go and focus on the important things in your life.
Right. It's priorities.
Exactly.
How was the show yesterday?
You guys are so bad at this. But
we're not pros like you, Rachel. Come on.
No. But don't you? Isn't like the charm of this pod?
Yeah.
Is that
is that it's
not
horrible?
everything is.
Yeah.
No. Is that it's not all like
so good.
Thanks,
it's
Waz.
not all glossy and produced and overproduced and all that. That like the awards show you're real people.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
No, that's not it.
No, that's true. Sometimes, don't let Jade hear this. Sometimes it doesn't feel produced at all.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
I have a pinched nerve right now. I have a pinched nerve.
Yes.
Rachel, we've had a little bit of a debate here in the back-to-back Count the Ding circle.
Yes.
Cereal is a soup?
I've been following this.
No, you know how to vote here, Rachel.
I'm a little concerned about weighing in. So, Zach, I want you to make your case. Do it.
Okay.
I want to hear it firsthand.
There are plenty of milk or cream-based broths, right?
Yes.
There are cold soups.
Yep.
There are essentially soup is contents within a liquid presented as a meal. That sounds like cereal to me.
Isn't there something about soup where the liquid part is derived from the solid part?
It can be, but not always. And so this is my argument: is that most of the definitions for soup, or any that are truly recognized, they will say typically. But as we know, this is not a typical world at all times.
Nothing with you is typical. I think that's fair.
I'm going to pretend that was a compliment and keep moving forward. So this is the thing, because there are loopholes. I think this is a loophole worth exploring and worth embracing.
And who's opposing you in the
Almost
Count the Dings community?
Almost everybody.
The entire universe.
It's going to be if it's a milk product, it has to be warm. I understand like a tomato bisque, right? Has some cream in there, and there's cream of mushroom soup, but cereal has a cold liquid, and it's not tomato, which is gazpacho. And therefore, if it is a milk product and it's cold, that is called cereal, my friend.
You know what, Tom?
That is not a soup.
I get that you're saying this is how it's always been. We also didn't used to let women vote.
Oh,
that
boy.
Used to be how it was.
I'll be
and
really
things changed,
careful
things
there.
progressed. Am I right?
Wow.
Nope.
Took it to the suffragettes. Nope. Jesus Christ.
See,
I was ready to be there with you, and then you just lost me right there.
Okay, cut that part out, Jade.
By the way, at Mr. J Logic asked if cereal's a soup, are Uncrustables a ravioli?
They're an empanada.
See, I'm gonna fight all of you. I'm gonna fight all of you, please.
What's a Pop-Tart?
I don't buy that Pop-Tart is a ravioli. I think Pop-Tarts are also empanadas.
See, I would go completely. In all honesty,
where you pull the plug.
I would go completely the other direction. I am all the way in the opposite camp that not only is cereal not a soup, it is also its own full-fledged food group.
Right.
Thank you.
That cereal is so special and meaningful in my life that it can't be penned in by someone else's category. It can't be part of some larger group. It's its own thing. It's not part of breakfast because
Rachel,
it's not just breakfast.
We are a melting pot of a world at this point.
No.
Who's to say we should keep things separated in these ways? I think we bring it all together. Cereal is soup, soup is cereal. It all works.
I'm not with you. I'm cereal is special. All cereals matter.
What is your favorite cereal? What's your favorite cereal?
All cereals matter is funny.
I go with a mix.
Yeah.
I like the Cheerios mixed with the Rice Krispies
Really?
because they bond with each other. You know, they like kind of get mixed up in there, and you get a little bit of the crisp from the Rice Krispies and the Cheerios. It's good.
I was a big cereal mixer as a kid. Big time mixer.
Do it.
I've never done this. I've never even heard of this.
I am not a cereal mixer at all.
It's potentially very dangerous, like soda and Pop Rocks at the same time. But if you throw Captain Crunch and Lucky Charms together, it is a time.
I thought you were gonna say like Oxys and vodka or something like that.
Yeah. I bet the like Coke and Pop Rocks reference is lost on like half the people listening to this because I feel it's very much of a like 2-year era. If you were not 9 years old during that era, you're kind of screwed and have no idea what Zach's talking about.
Right. For the listeners who don't know, there was a myth that I'm pretty sure has been proven to be true many times that if you combine soda and Pop Rocks together, you will explode.
Sounds reasonable.
Those things were weird.
Yeah.
There were some weird candies growing up. That's for sure.
No, if you go there are some meals in like very hipster restaurants that use Pop Rocks in it.
Really?
Yeah, it's like an ingredient. I think it's on an episode of Chopped. No, I don't know. But there's cocktails. You can have cocktails with some.
Oh,
Pop
I've had
Rocks in
that.
it.
I've had Pop Rocks like kind of lining the side before.
Are we gonna have our egg white debate here now? Have you ever had an egg white cocktail, Rachel?
I've had egg whites in things. Yes.
Yep.
It's
delicious. It's
amazing.
It's a great ingredient in a cocktail. It's delicious.
Never heard of it.
Disgusting, Tom.
No. It's really good. There's a place in Minneapolis called Marvel Bar. It's like a faux speakeasy type place, and they have this drink called the Olivetto.
Burn it down.
They have this drink called the Olivetto, which has egg white in it, and it also has olive oil in it, and it is an amazing drink.
You drive, Rachel? Are you driving now? You going back home?
I am driving.
Nice.
I am driving. I'm not. I have an appointment. I'm driving to.
We've actually we've done a podcast where you've driven to work with us, and
I
now
have.
we've done the opposite.
Exactly.
Anyway,
you're just a part of my day, Jade.
How's the gang? How's the gang doing?
We miss you. We miss all associated parties on the line.
Are you hiring?
We're struggling to get by without you. But I hope to make it through every day as it comes forward.
Have you gotten a call from the new president?
And Bossa Nova, here we go.
Let him know I'm available. Just kidding. I'm only joking.
Hey, whoa.
Just joking,
whoa.
Tom. Anyway, anything else?
Tom is not available. He should, Tom is doing the Lord's work.
Okay.
He's doing the Lord's work.
Well, I was less referring to the Bleacher Report stuff and more referring to you watching Maddie without your wife.
Oh, yeah.
Rachel,
I built a patio.
Do you know
table.
I'm having we're having another child, Rachel.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations. It went so well with the first two, you're like, screw it, let's do it again.
Number 3, coming in June. So.
And
Great pun on the screw it there. That was really good.
Now, I think the difference between 2 and 3 is a little. I mean, I'm just going to come out and say it's a little suicidal.
Yeah, no, what is going
on over there?
Even 1 to 2 was is exponential, and then.
But at least 2, you're still in man-to-man territory. Once you get into zone,
you're right.
I mean,
you're right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm scared.
Do you know yet if it's a boy child or a masculine child or a feminine child, as they say?
My wife is. We didn't know the first 2, and she wants to, keep it consistent. I want to know.
You're kidding! You didn't know?
No. I didn't.
Man, I could never do that.
I would like. All we have to do
Tom, did you guys
is
find
press
out?
a button on a computer, and it'll tell us. That's it. It's right there for us.
So Jade, you're going to hit record, and then it's going to be a gender reveal?
Perhaps. I don't know if Tom, you knew, right?
Yeah. My wife is a planner. There's no way that wasn't happening.
Tom knew the sex of your children?
That's pretty good.
How many Antetokounmpo brothers are there? I feel like there's 17 of them.
Yeah, minimum.
I read a new story about like Giannis's brother, who's now like on the NBA radar. Wait, so there's Thanasis and Costas, right?
Yeah, okay. Costas is placed for the Dayton Flyers.
So anyone can test the NBA waters now? Like anyone, you can go back to college? Like what's different this year?
I mean, not Jade's kids, but...
Right, yeah. Not yet.
I don't think they've officially determined that as far as who can go back and all that. But I know one kid is now making a jump from high school.
Oh, that's right. Anthony Simon?
Is that because he's over 19? Is that because he's over 19?
Yeah, he's 19 and he played at IMG Academy out in Florida. So I think he is eligible.
Anyway, I'm out on Giannis's ding bell, by the way. I don't know about if you know about that. Yeah, it's a little strange. It's just strange. What is he doing there?
He's using a ding for a better good.
Come on, man.
I don't think he quite understands. I don't think he quite understands what's going on. I mean, I guess he does.
No, I think he knows exactly what he's doing.
Good Lord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Jade, how else is he supposed to make himself a sex symbol?
I mean, he is super
underwear ads. I mean, you got to look long term.
Is that what happens? All right.
I have a joke, but I'm not going to say it with Rachel on the pod. I'm a gentleman.
That's the first time.
Yeah,
I'm trying something new.
Kidding me, Zach? This is Rachel we're talking about.
No.
Anyway, Rachel, thank you so much for joining us. We have to move on to the rest. Well, we got to go.
Damn.
I mean, you want to go overtime?
I left Starbucks. I left Starbucks for you people.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. Jay, does this mean we have one less unprepared guest to bring on from the community?
I'm all for continuing. I didn't want to. You know how I just didn't want to take up too much time from Rachel's time here. You know.
Wow. Oh! I thought you were going to say you didn't want to take too much time away from the rest of the pod. Okay.
No, keep talking. I'm all for it.
You guys know that's not true. Well, I want to know if the Count the Dings community gets to name your upcoming child.
It's a great
Someone actually proposed that to me. That they
That's a terrible idea, Jay.
Listen, that idea. Your child will be named Nicola Jokic.
Is that a bad thing?
Listen,
messing around with the pod. Yes, if the baby comes out 5'7".
This is the thing. My wife doesn't allow me to name the kids so it's awesome. We can do it, and I'll present it to my wife and say this is what the community voted on as the name.
And she's going to say no.
Tyrone.
I think that should happen.
Here's what I think will be a great conversation for your marriage.
A white Tyrone would be amazing.
Yeah,
or something.
You go to your wife and saying, We've employed the community to come up with a name for our child. Here's what they want. What do you think? I bet that's going to go over great.
It's worth a shot, you know.
Name the baby Trey since it's the third baby.
Trey.
Oh,
that's.
Ooh, there you go.
That's pretty funny.
Look, she's already married to Jade. Clearly, she has an open mind, right?
Yes.
So,
funny.
Yes.
I think that it's worth a shot.
Funny.
How was skiing, Rachel?
Skiing was fun, man. I ski rather. I missed snowboarding and then decided that it was too scary. I learned to ski when I was pretty young, so I do it kind of just easily and reflexively and don't have to think about it. And don't mock me. I don't have much athletic ability.
Rachel, can you teach me how to be outdoorsy?
Should we introduce you to like rocks and trees and stuff?
No, I can go snowboarding too. I mean, I just didn't play in the snow like that.
Where'd you go skiing?
I went to Utah. I will say it's funny. I lived in New York for a very long time, almost 2 decades. And since the move out to LA for the jump, I will say I do much more outdoor activities. The accessibility of it is amazing. The accessibility of everything out here is pretty cool. So yes, I was in Zach's former, I don't want to say home state because you're not from there, but your former stomping grounds.
Domicile?
Is that right?
Yeah, I stomped there.
You stomped there? There you go.
Yeah, a little bit.
The Salt Lake
he has
City
his own
Airport,
Coca-Cola.
which Zach did as well.
I stopped there for like almost 2 years.
Yeah, there you go.
How many graceful falls did you have?
I had 0 falls in 3 days.
I thought that question was for me.
On skis or snowboard?
Exactly. Just skis. I just ski.
Oh, yeah.
I just, that's what I do.
Say, man,
what can I tell you?
Snowboarding is hard.
Can we get back to naming your kid?
I'm really good at drinking in a ski lodge. I think that's my strength.
Dude, they had
really
some sick Bloody Marys there. That's all. Yeah. I'm just going to leave that there. So what would you guys name Jade's kid?
Well, if it's
Trey says Trey, and has a good reason, by the way.
I suggest it's a good one.
Say Roberto.
What?
Roberto.
No. If I suggested the other night if I have a girl for it to be named Jade, simply. I think that'd be cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No.
What about Tracy? What about Tracy McJady Hoy?
Here's my wife and I's interactions. I suggest the name. My wife goes, no.
Did you have any role in naming the first 2 kids?
I got like these like weird approval roles. So great, Christy will be like, how about this? And I'll be like, nah, she won't do it if I'm not into it. So I've approved the other 2 kids' names.
Okay. What are the other 2 kids' names?
Grayson and Sadie.
Okay.
So
Jade, I think you should make a submission. Kwame, very ethnic. That would be fire.
Oh boy.
And for a girl, Shaquana.
Yes. Or just flip them for a girl and a boy.
I got
a little different.
Yeah. I got one, guys.
Or what about Jay Chala?
T'Challa? Sure.
Ooh, T'Challa, good.
What about Chipsa?
Oh God, Tom, that is terrible.
God.
That is terrible.
Anyone?
Get out. My dog's even upset at that one.
That is a joke that goes so far back in my life. It's terrible.
Trey just got it. Yes. Rachel still hasn't gotten it, or she's just so upset.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Chips Ahoy. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Continue.
The number 1 name right now for girls is Emily. Everyone's got an Emily.
Oh, that was a big deal. We went like pretty far not to name our kids anything in the top 10.
Mm-hmm. I have, right? We have, it's just tough though.
That's what my dad did.
Like Grayson was not a common name when we named our son, but now it's like, we're out in the playground, we hear Grayson,
Oh,
but
really?
One little change. It's Grayson with an E, so it's a little bit different.
So it's the same sound as everyone else has, so he will be called the same thing and be confused in class, but nobody will spell his name right.
Correct.
Nice work. Good work.
What about Snake?
Snake.
Ooh.
Yeah, something really. The kid will be born with an eye patch.
Or he'll be a really sick DJ.
Jake the Snake.
Rachel, are you in on Westworld, Rachel?
I am, big time.
When's that coming out?
As the ads are out, so I feel this summer, maybe, right?
I'm so ready for Westworld.
And something's coming back soon. What's coming back at the end of March that I was excited about? And
Jade, name your baby Bernard.
Bernard?
Oh,
Bernard.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Westworld is up in a month.
So that
1 month.
Bernie Hoy is kind of fire, though. I'm not even gonna lie. Because I'll be like, what's up, little Bernie?
Bernie Hoy.
Child's gonna be born with a mustache.
I did suggest when we were having Grayson, I wanted Robinson Cano Hoy. I was dead in on that. I was serious.
Jade.
You were gonna name your kid after Robbie Cano?
Robinson Cano Hoy.
Like a top 30 New York Yankee, basically?
I like the name.
Robinson Hoy. Robinson Hoy is funny.
I wasn't.
But at least Robbie did a clean, right, Waz? He did a clean as opposed to the other middle infielder for the Yankees.
Derek Jeter Hoy didn't work.
Oh, that didn't work, but Robinson Cano Hoy did.
But that one.
Alex Rodriguez Hoy.
No.
By the way, he stole that. He stole that from Marvin Gaye Williams. Just so y'all know.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna go see Marvin Gaye Williams here in a little bit. I'm going to the Charlotte Hornets Memphis Grizzlies games tonight. No Dwight Howard because he was suspended.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Last night,
and no Marc Gasol because he is resting last night. The game last night that I will be going to last night. Yeah.
It's
Coach
season,
killing could get really tiresome, Tom.
Oh, wow. I love you. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so.
Why are you doing this last night?
That's a great question. That's a great question.
I haven't been to a Charlotte game in a long time, guys. It's been a reason. It's been a long time.
That's because you're not a blogger. You're not a real reporter. Showing up to the games, being in the locker room, Tom.
That's right. Right. You know, Bleacher Report. Shout out to Bleacher Report. I got to report on a story tonight. Can't reveal what it is, Rachel. Can't reveal what it is to the masses. You know, now we're on enemy lines. This is so weird. Like Brian Windhurst or Baxter or Arnovitz will be like, and I'm like, can't tell you anymore. And it's all secretive now. I only tell Rachel my stories that I work.
I thought you tipped off Windhurst on the 7-pound story.
I mean, you know,
I'm so sick of that story, by the way. Like, I gain 7 pounds in a playoff game all the time. It's not a big deal.
During a playoff game, you're not playing, but you do gain the weight.
Yeah, but I'm gaining the weight.
Eating like cinnamon toast soup. Right. Yeah.
By the way, Rachel,
all right.
What do you think of this 15th season of LeBron, Rachel?
Am I supposed to have an opinion other than just impressive? What's a contrarian opinion on LeBron having a good season right now?
Trey?
I'm sick of it. Did that sound like
Trey?
Trey?
I'm out on
sick
that.
of it.
I'm out on that.
LeBron for
Dwight had 30 and 30 in his 14th.
Yeah.
You know.
I would argue that.
Wait, so you're comparing one game to like? Yeah, you're comparing one game to LeBron's whole season?
No, I was being an asshole. I really don't care, man. Good job for him, bro. Like at this point, I'm just tired. I'm really LeBron'd out right now.
Okay.
I mean, because we've been just saying 15th season. That reminds me, 15th season, and if he doesn't win, then it's probably because it's the 15th season. So. I mean, I like it, but
that is a good ending note for me because now, indeed, Jade, I have to go. But I can pretend that I was driven away by that opinion.
Who's going to win the title?
The joy and beauty of sports, as I tell you guys all the time, is that we don't know.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That was a great answer.
All right, Rachel, thank you.
Look, I will say this. Before the season, everyone said, it's going to be automatic, Cavs-Warriors final. If there's why even bother to play the season? Mm-hmm. And I would say this year more so than in any of the last couple years, it is the least automatic that it has been.
For real, because the Raptors are going to the finals this year.
Oh, boy.
Let's go, Raptors.
All right. See you guys soon. Happy to hang.
Thanks,
Bye, Rachel.
See ya.
Bye, Rach.
Thanks for confirming that cereal is soup.
Bye.
Boom, boom. A lonely mother gazing out of her window, staring at a son that she just can't touch. If at any time he's in a jam, she'll be by his side, but he doesn't realize he hurts her so much. Wow, but all the pain.
First one on. Retreat.
First one yes. No jokes being played today. Just getting right to it.
Get right in.
Right in.
Get right in.
Getting right in.
Like a couple with the kids at grandma's house this weekend.
Getting right in. Oh boy, I'm exhausted.
Yeah?
Tired.
Sleeping okay?
That's all I've been doing. It's like I'm on this, I think I didn't sleep for so long and now I need to make up for it.
It
takes a while, man. takes a while. As you get older, it takes a while to get back on like track. Your brain just needs days instead of hours. So
I feel it. I've been getting up super early for I don't even know why. I'm just waking up early, and it's causing me to be tired enough to go to bed at a reasonable hour, but I'm not doing it. Yeah. I'm not listening to my body, and it's really starting to fuck with me.
Waz.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up? I don't know what to do with the Rachel Nichols thing from yesterday.
Was it bad?
No. Other than I don't sometimes notice that the heater is on in this room. It's a kind of a sound that I don't necessarily hear until I hear it on the mic, and it's there. It's not that bad. I just don't know what to do with that. It was so random. It was random. It was.
You know what I think you do?
Technically,
I think we do the show right after Maze gets to the intro, about 45 minutes in. You cut in the Rachel thing for what was it, like 30 minutes, 25, 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. You cut that in, and then we, or maybe we just tack it on at the end. I don't know.
I don't know. I could always give it to our Patreons.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah, just do that.
countthedings.com/Patreons. Don't come at me, people.
That people can be like, wow, maybe it is worth it.
Jeez.
What up, boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not here for that.
Imagine that.
I appreciate. I don't know if this is going to make it in. If it does, I appreciate everyone's support. The turnout on Patreon has been fantastic. The warm welcome and everyone being glad that we're not going away forever, that we're still here, has been amazing. But if you're asking us to have to convince you to subscribe, I don't want your subscription. Mm-hmm. I actually wish that guy wouldn't have subscribed.
It's like, come on, man.
And if you're listening to this, buddy, unsubscribe from us. Not everyone. Everyone else is cool, but that one guy, and you know who you are, I want you out.
Was that your burner, Maze?
One of many burners that I have. Keep you on your toes, Jade.
I got to talk to Maze in like a month.
I know. It's like I died.
God.
Haberstro?
Yo.
You still working on those songs? I didn't know. Honest to God, I thought you were going to do like 30 to 60 second versions of these songs.
I might do 3-second versions from here on out. A lot of work.
I got 4 minutes. 4 minutes of one of these tracks, Tom. I don't think that you need to go that crazy.
17 is a pretty big number of songs to do.
Yeah. We could still be doing this for the next 5 seasons.
I think you just need to do, ringtone versions. You know what I mean?
17 is like a deluxe double album.
Are you saying you don't like listening to my voice for 4 minutes straight, Jade?
Well, I was. You didn't send these over, did you already?
I already did. Yeah.
Oh, Tom, I have to EQ these. They're on only one track.
I literally tweeted the email receipt to you. Like I tweeted out to the masses. I tweeted the email receipt to you, Jade.
Wait, Jade. Mm-hmm. Jay, Tom is asking you to mix and master his album.
No, I'm offering to. I'm offering to.
He did that for the Treasure song. So I was just, he's the producer, the evil producer.
Yo, by the way, Waz, did you hear the track that Michael Brooks put together with us on it?
I have not heard that yet.
It's pretty funny, dude.
Is it you calling him a genius or whatever?
Yes, smart.
Oh God, I knew it. Fucking knew it. Jade's like, oh, so how'd that go? I was asking Jade about how to go on Michael's show, and he was like, man, it was good. Like, I didn't realize it was such a comedic part. Mm-hmm. And Jade's like, that guy is smart. Well, man, he's real smart. I'm like, Jay, what are you insinuating here? That I'm chopped liver?
I was talking to him the other day, and I check out his show. It's great, the Michael Brooks show. It's funny. It's a comedy show, but it's also very intelligent. intelligence that I'm not at. You know what I mean? And so, in just another way of describing it to him, you know, I have to feed his ego because I don't sometimes understand what he's talking about. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're smart, man. You are smart.
Just because he's talking about things that you don't understand doesn't make him smart, Jade.
But chances are I'm saying I'm playing the odds on that. You know, playing the odds.
That's giving yourself a lot of credit.
Did anyone see the Zuckerberg interview by any chance?
Nope.
Come on. See, they buried this motherfucking interview. I'm not buying it.
Well,
I am not buying Zuckerberg anymore. I'm not buying it.
What, you think he's a fake person?
I think he's a crisis actor, man.
Whoa.
I'm not buying this
They made a movie about a crisis actor?
Go and watch the movie and tell me that this guy in this interview is that guy. I am not buying it. No way.
It's definitely not Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, it's definitely Mark Zuckerberg definitely does not talk like Aaron Sorkin wrote his lines.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, there's something real stinky going on with this guy. Just watch it. I mean, he seems clueless. I don't even think he knows about technology. This guy.
Wow.
I was just expecting a lot more.
You want to have him on the pod? We can have a tech off. We just throw out technical terms, see which one blinks first.
We're living in a maze. This is Westworld. This is the Matrix we're in now. Peoples.
I thought that's been established.
Eden.
Jade's really handling this next transition really well.
I don't know, man. I've been waiting for it, and they've been prepping us. They issued us, they basically gave us the talking points before the interview. I go to CNN and I see the clip, but the clip is this emotional message about the world he wants his kids to live in. You know what I'm saying? But then I watch the rest of the interview, and I'm like, dude, this isn't adding up. This is not the guy from the movie.
Well, it's not the guy from the
Literally
movie.
No, again, Jade. That was Jesse Eisenberg, professional actor.
I'm just telling you, man.
Sorkin, professional.
Maybe sit these next couple plays out. If you're thinking that he's a crisis actor because of Eisenberg's performance in the movie, do you know Justin Timberlake is also not
Sean
a
Parker.
founding member of Facebook?
This thing is wild, dude. This whole Facebook thing. Trey, you off Facebook?
Yeah, I deleted Facebook.
It's probably still on your phone, by the way.
No, I went through the Anon. I deactivated it all the way through. I actually shared the link too before I got out.
I looked through. I found a thread today on Twitter that like, it's capturing like extreme sensitive information, like your call logs and shit like that. It's like, this is wild, man. What is going on, Waz?
Well, I think it probably was always that way, and they said, "What's going on, Waz?" Waz, you got the answer for that?
Nah, I mean, honestly, the thing about Facebook for me is like I don't find it that hard to stay off of there.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's a non-entity to me. It's horrible.
It's been dead for a while.
Yeah,
it's just
there's no point to it.
horrible place. So I don't like it. It's on my.
They own everything though, so it's kinda,
I'm still addicted to Instagram. So,
but that's what I'm saying. Like when you factor in the little mini apps that they have.
That and plus, like you need Facebook to book through Airbnb and other stuff.
I signed in with Facebook for everything. Spotify,
See?
everything gets signed in.
That's the thing. Can't get away from it now.
It's like your ID card, or like the internal chip that they're planting in.
It's like having an iPhone, basically, but on like a.
Could you imagine if that was MySpace? If you still had to use MySpace to get into everything?
See, they killed
that would
MySpace.
be fire.
That would be badass.
MySpace
That would be fire.
MySpace was real.
Tom from MySpace had the greatest clapback though. The greatest clapback on Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, where
definitely.
it was like, "Oh, you created this irrelevant thing that's no longer allowed around." He's like, "Yeah, I made $600 million off that. Enjoy your day job."
God damn it!
Wow.
Has anyone ever seen Tom too? By the way,
crisis actor.
Is he real?
He's not real.
Yeah.
Definitely not real.
I'm not even sure any of you are real, and I've met every single one of you.
I've only seen that one picture of Tom. Honestly,
Yep.
That could have been taken 10 years ago.
I think it was more than 10 years ago at this point.
Yeah, no, it definitely was.
Anyway.
I would definitely have you guys in my top 8. And my new song would be Ballo Boat with Cole and Royce the 5'9".
Okay.
I do have our first guest for the Friday show. This, guys, I have been looking forward to this all week. All week. Laurent, are you here? Laurent.
That was anticlimactic.
I'm here.
Laurent, what's up, my man?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Yo, did I ever ask how I pronounce your last name? It's Laurent Kasola?
Yeah, so it's pronounced like asshole, like Kasola. Yeah.
Are you related to Paul Kasola? Just kidding.
Don't laugh at that, Eden. Don't laugh.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was a cheap laugh, for real.
Yeah, that's not a
It
good
was terrible.
Laurent comes to us from, actually he's in Chicago now, but he is from the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Salute.
What up, man? Is Maze here?
Yes.
Hey,
I am here.
comment ça va?
Ça va bien. Vous êtes en Afrique ou en Europe?
Non, je suis africain, donc de l'Afrique centrale, mais maintenant j'habite ici aux États-Unis.
Ah, d'accord. Mais vos parents sont français ou quoi?
Non, mais au Congo.
Le Congo, ils parlent tout français?
Oui, bien sûr.
Ah, d'accord.
Oui.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Maze, comme ci, comme ça for me too, all right? You're not the only one who speaks a little bit of French.
That's awesome.
God damn. It took 4 years honors French to barely make out what you guys said, okay?
Get some adult education classes, Zach. Get your French back, bro.
I got too many subjects to learn. That's going to take way too much time.
Laurent, we were talking the other day about the history of the Democratic Republic of Congo. All sorts of nefarious operations that the CIA probably was part of back in 1960.
Yes.
How are things now there?
Well, now in the capital, everything is good because, that's where all the money is. But still on the East Coast, close to Rwanda and Uganda, close to the frontier, that's where things are a little difficult. But the main reason why Congo is such a difficult spot is because I was telling you about this mineral called coltan that is in all the phones, all the smartphones use that mineral. So, people juggle for that, and where there's money, there's minerals. People want to cheapen. They don't want to pay the Congolese government enough money for the contracts.
Yeah.
So so if you create instability in a region, then you make more money that way.
So
unfortunately,
is this a precious metal?
Yes.
And it's only found in Congo. That's the craziest thing about it. It's used in lithium batteries or something like that.
Yep. So it's kind of like Wakanda, That's our vibranium right there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Still ain't seen that movie.
Did it come from an asteroid?
No, it's actually a real
Earth metal.
Yeah.
So are they also mining Congo for diamonds and other precious metals too?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, but those things are found in different countries, so there is no incentive to just you can't start wars in every place where there's diamond, So it's like in Sierra Leone, which was known for that. That's what they did. That's why there was always child miners and insurrections, because that makes the diamond cheaper for the conglomerates to come by, and they refine it overseas, because the way you make money on diamonds is not the actual diamond. You have to take it somewhere else to make it refined, and that's when it gets expensive. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Interesting. Very interesting. So anyway, Laurent, how long you been checking out the show?
Well, so I used to read a blog called Hoop Speak. It's like a basketball blog.
Yeah.
Wait, that was with Beckley Mason, right?
It goes way back.
Hold on a goddamn minute, Eden.
Love you, Eden.
That was Beckley Mason, Ethan Strauss,
Zach?
and myself.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I know Zach.
I had the biggest crush on Beckley.
I know
Sorry.
you.
Oh, he is dreamy. Oh my
I
god.
got you, bro.
Sexy Beckley.
You know who can ball too? Beckley can ball.
So which one of y'all is gonna hook me up with him?
Well, he's married, I think, so that's going to be.
Whoa,
Never mind.
yikes.
Never mind.
And do you know the Skim, Eden?
Oh, the Skim, right?
They just got $12 million worth of funding, and that's his significant other. So.
Yeah, they got big ups by
Why you putting this business all out there, Tom?
Cool.
God, Tom. Jesus Christ. He's also going bald. Take that, Beckley.
Okay, well, I'm no longer interested anyway. Wow.
Join the club,
I love
man.
you, Beckley.
Anyway, Laurent, you used to watch those videos on Spreecast, huh?
Yes. That's how I learned
baby.
about it.
My favorite part of this old Spreecast videos is Zach's head only 1/3 in the screen.
Yeah. Never got that framing right.
Honestly, you see screenshots if you Google it. Zach's head's like just in the corner.
Yeah. I got a big ass head. I don't know what you want me to do.
It's funny. Laurent, what's your question for the panel?
So, my question is, when you've been, let's say, hooking up with a girl,
oh God,
and she wants more, right? But you're comfortable with the status quo. Like, how do you kind of like balance that where you don't want to upset her because then she's gonna be like, oh, I'm done with this. You want to be like, yeah, I like you this way, just the way it is right now.
This is what you got to do. You got to be a man, step up to the plate, and leave that girl alone. Because then you don't want to be in a situation where months down the road she like, oh, you wasted my time. You a fuck boy. You this and that and the third. You don't want to be that. You want to keep your name, your record clean. So you be like, you know what? Go fish.
I'm with Waz on this. I think you have to be upfront about it, right? Like,
but I'm upfront. Yeah,
it can't be this like leading on. Like, you have to say like, look, this is what I'm comfortable doing, and if you're not, I get it, and I'm not upset if you decide to move on because you want more. But it just has to be a real conversation, not of, well, yeah, maybe down the road something like, can't be that at all.
Yeah, just keep it going. Yeah. Peace.
You're right. I'll take that.
Honestly, even if she says she's okay with it, the status quo, if you know she wants more, you should still just walk away.
Definitely do not handle it like Donald Glover in Atlanta last night.
No, I'm not. I won't do that. He's a cornball. I mean,
haven't seen it yet.
Shut up, me, man. He's corny.
I think we just found a meme partner.
French African meme.
Yeah.
Oh man. What else? Any final thoughts there, Laurent?
Yeah. Well, Jade was asking me, like what made me move to America, and I told him what I tell most people: the fast Wi-Fi and white girls. Can't
oh my
beat that.
goodness!
Oh boy!
Forgot about that.
That took a crazy turn, dog. I was like, oh, Wi-Fi word.
Yeah, Wi-Fi. Okay.
Oh yeah. Let me give some context to that. The other day, Laurent and I were talking, and for about half the conversation, I thought he was in Congo. You know what I mean? And he had told me in the DM before that his Xfinity was very strong, and I thought to myself, damn it, I can't believe Comcast is all the way in Africa.
That's funny.
And it turned out he was in Chicago the whole time, because I said to him, I go, what's the we got to figure out the time difference here. What are we, 6 hours apart? He goes, no, I'm 1 hour behind you.
Jade, that's great. That's amazing. What are we, 6 hours apart? Yeah.
Anyway, Laurent, I really appreciate you being a fan of the show. I'm assuming you're also a Patreon member.
Oh, $10, baby.
Solid
the big
dude.
Leagues. Big leagues.
Thank you so much. And
can I say something about that?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so to all the fans that are listening right now, They give us content 5 days, bro. $10. Come on, man. Let's do this. Let's support them because of the content they give us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let's do this for us and for them. How about that?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Preach.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate
Nice.
Definitely didn't give you the disclaimer to say that, so thank you.
Yeah.
Not the same. That was not scripted.
That was
you guys.
genuine.
Well, you never know, right, people?
No.
Coming for you.
Conspiracy right
I
there.
have no idea. All right, Laurent.
All right.
Thank you
Have
so
a good
much.
day. Thank you for everything.
Yes, you're welcome. You've earned your
Thanks,
way
Laurent.
back. We'll see you soon.
Au revoir, Laurent.
Au revoir, mon frère. On parlera après.
À bientôt.
Bien sûr. Bye-bye.
Hey, Jade, I just want to say you're doing a great job. I'd like to change the name back to back. Back to back. I like the name change. Dark Hoops. Smart Hoops. Smart Hoops. Smart Hoops. Counter dings. Counter dings. I like those things. Big Wazzy was number one thing.
Go to hell,
I remember
Maze.
bye-bye. Yeah.
That was
Go to
awesome.
hell.
Flex Maze. Flex.
Je parle français un peu.
I gotta do my draft, which I started one before we started the show. I forgot totally all about it. I have the worst team now.
Yo, you know what's fun? Golf.
Is it?
I finally got a golf draft it's the weekend. Like, it's not just day by day, it's the whole weekend. So you draft like 5 golfers and you just keep track, and it's fun. I'm in.
You mean every day you get to do a new set of guys?
No. You have the whole. No, you take 5 guys. So you take 5 guys for the whole tournament.
Oh, so it goes. The draft is good for the whole weekend, is what you're saying?
The whole tournament. So you need guys that are going to make the cut.
Gotcha.
You need golfers that'll make a cut, but otherwise you're screwed. But yeah, it's legit.
If you ever do find yourself in a draft with me on draft.com, you're good. Because I ain't winning. I'll tell you that much. That is draft.com, where your chances of winning on draft are 80% better than on salary cap sites. That is why it is our favorite fantasy site. No more getting crushed by the pros. And it's not just me. More than 1 million people have already downloaded Draft 2. Play in real live NBA drafts right now and be done in under 5 minutes. Get your money the next day. Insert the promo code B2B. That is the number 2 between 2 B's, B2B. Draft is so sure you'll love it. They're even offering a money-back guarantee of up to $100. Search Draft in your app store or go to draft.com and play with us right now. You can hit me up, Ramus Manners, RAMUSMANNERS. Challenge me to a draft. Promo code B2B. And I am not winning any of these, Trey. Oh, whoa, no. You're in my draft, man. I told you.
Trey, how do you always get into Jade's draft? I can never get in.
I told you to stay out.
That's gonna be my new thing, man. It's the reverse. I'm here.
Damn it.
Jade's trying to segregate these drafts. I see.
God.
I'm here, man.
Ooh, look at
You
LeBron.
wouldn't be the first.
Look at LeBron.
Oh man, so crazy. Oh, you're not getting LeBron, even though he has a 60.3 projection versus Phoenix.
You said projection, right?
Yeah.
Mace, you got a question for us while I do this crazy draft here? Oh.
Yeah. We got to get into this one from Shakeem at Shakeem the Dream. Okay, y'all. NSFW question for Big Waz. When you buy a sex toy for someone, are you required to include lube with the gift?
I gotta do some work. I'll be right back, guys.
Do all sex toys require lube? Like, I'm pretty sure the Pocket Rocket doesn't need any lube.
I guess.
Is everybody still there?
No, we're just letting you take this one.
What is a pocket rocket?
It does not indicate whether it's for a man or a woman.
Jade, it's a little.
What do you think it is?
It's a little toy that buzzes, and a woman puts it on her clitoris. Because that's where she gets the most sexual sensation.
That's where I was going. That's where I was going with that.
That's exactly where been going.
I would say you're not required, but it would be encouraged.
Yeah, I mean, are you required to buy batteries with another sex toy?
DeMar DeRozan. Boom.
I mean,
I don't know that you should drop his
give
name
him the
in
whole
there.
kit, right? So batteries, lube, maybe a carrying case.
Man, now this is becoming a care package. Like, this is...
I mean, you're not buying a sex toy for a casual acquaintance.
Like, do you need lubrication for, like, say, a latex mask or something like this? No, you know what I'm saying? It's not required, Maze, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's encouraged.
Maybe some chains. Who knows?
Handcuffs. Yeah, you don't need lube for handcuffs.
Doesn't need lube. Now, if you're gonna go out and get a freaking 16-inch dildo, you probably
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying they asked.
Wait, hold on.
Sorry,
this was
kids.
the line.
Sorry,
this was the kids.
Is Eric Bledsoe playing tonight, Trey?
Yeah, he's starting.
Boom. It's my guy.
That's your guy?
I told him I loved him. Remember? I told Eric Bledsoe I loved him one day.
That's pretty funny to tell
It was
somebody.
after he said he didn't want to be there.
No,
so Jade was just reinforcing that he loves him.
No, he recognized me from being on one of the videos I produced with Troop TV. And he waved to me at Summer League. And I said, I love you, man.
That's funny. That's funny. Out of all people to yell to, you yell to Bled.
He's a nice guy.
You must have good PR people, good publicists.
He is a nice guy. Anyone see the ball on Mars? Anyone see that picture?
I mean, yeah.
Did you see it, Maze?
I mean,
it looked like a ball of sand,
right?
but yes.
Maze, a ball of sand does not look like a freaking Super Ball. Come on.
What's a Super Ball?
Like, those balls that bounce really high. A Super Ball. Perfect. Basically, what I'm saying is a perfect circle.
Is that a basketball?
Sphere. I'm going Wiggins
like an
here.
orb.
Wiggins.
I mean,
boom. Listen. Listen.
I don't know.
I'm out on the Mars rover. It's not happening.
No feelings from this ball on Mars scenario.
Nothing.
We need more sex toy questions, guys. The Mars rover is just not doing it.
Welcome to Ask Zaz.
We're not. I'm trying. Listen, there's kids that listen to this.
Here's the thing, Waz, is the Mars rover sounds like a sex movie.
It definitely does sound like a sex movie from the 90s.
Remember that day I introduced America to the Blumpkin? I got I got so many replies on Twitter with so many people that didn't know what it was. It's like, I'll just innocently Google this thing that Waz was talking about.
Never Google anything Waz says.
One of my proudest moments on this show, y'all.
Tobias Harris playing tonight?
He is.
Boom.
Zach, that and comparing Stephon Marbury to The Rock at a slave auction.
Oh God!
Like an auction block. That's
still my favorite moment. You broke my brain with that one.
That was it.
Oh, I forgot about that. Jesus.
What else you got there, Maze?
From Ross Keith at R Keith, what would you name your boat if you had one?
Oh man.
I would name a conspiracy theory. That's what I would do.
Crisis actor?
Conspiracy theory. You know the CIA came up with that, right? The term conspiracy theorists.
I didn't know that.
Back in the 1960s for the people that were questioning the JFK assassination. That's what they would call them.
Don't you think that the Titanic was a hoax? You just call it Titanic.
I have, I'm skeptical of that too.
I think we talked about it on the show, right?
Yeah. Not enough lifeboats. Okay. Sure. What's your boat?
Are you also basing your theory off of the portrayal in the movie?
What the movie The Titanic? No.
Yeah.
I mean, here's another one. By the way, that's a funny you mentioned that.
Here we go.
It's all they always have these fucking crazy like dramatic stories. The band played until the boat went down. They stopped and then let's play.
It's a movie.
No, that's in the actual history, dude. That's in.
I mean, what are they supposed to do?
I'm just.
They're doing what they love.
Just think about it, people. Think about it. The embellishments. It's an insurance scheme. That's what that was.
Jade is going to have me look at everything crazy. Everything.
I don't believe anything anymore.
You should.
Yeah.
You should anyway. You should be skeptical of everything, right?
Right.
Well, now I'm just skeptical of the skepticism.
Dude, I mean...
exactly.
The skepticism is a crisis acting
Good.
thing.
You should be. You should be skeptical of the skepticism, buddy.
Whoa.
Like,
buddy.
Buddy.
What just happened?
You know what happened? I was talking to Ethan last night, and he gave me 2 minutes of radio, Ethan. Just me and him.
Just a taste to keep you coming back?
What the hell is it for, too? I can't remember. It had to do with that complaint last night that I got. I said the one problem.
Man.
The one problem with becoming, going on, becoming patronized is that you get patronized, right?
Well, but that's the thing, though, Jay. Now we have I think we're at about 1,100 CEOs, right? Mm-hmm. We have 1,100 shareholders that we have to answer to. Which is fine. I'm cool with that. When you consider some of our past CEOs, but
which reminds me, Mace, you have another question. No one answered their boat. Tom? What's your boat?
What's my boat?
Your
The
boat
SS
name.
Big Number.
That's a great question.
Trey?
The USS-ish.
So it has to be like a female name, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, does it?
You're right. It does have to be a female name.
The SS Beyonce.
That's fire.
So it's
Hey, so I've been shooting my shot at Maya like all week because she told me
good
good
for you.
morning.
Yeah.
So SS Maya.
There you go. How
Wait,
old
Maya,
is
like the pop
Maya's
star?
Hey, I don't know if this is going to get me in trouble, but Maya's 38. She vegan.
Maya is incredible. She's one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Why did Waz go into his baby making voice?
Seriously.
I don't know. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry, guys. Nothing nefarious is going on over here. I was just commenting.
Yo, she's got an accent over the Y? I did not know that.
Well, how is what is I don't understand what that means.
It's like MYA, but there's a little dash over the Y. Like
I'm saying, what's the difference in pronunciation? Like,
Yeah.
without the.
So is it
she's from
supposed to
the
be
United
Mia?
States, so it doesn't make sense to me.
She's from DC, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're having trouble downloading the show, which some people are, unsubscribe and resubscribe. Simply, although if you're having trouble downloading the show, chances are you're not hearing this message.
Yeah.
Also, if you're not having trouble downloading the show, unsubscribe and resubscribe.
Yes. I did want to shout out Samuel, I think it's Bahu, who was our first Patreon pledger. He actually pledged before we actually announced it.
So that means he's in the CIA and he's tapping our phones.
No. He told me he works for a dispensary in California. Let him know whenever I need stuff. Because
the CIA has never peddled drugs before.
Second,
Iran-Contra. I mean, come on, bro.
Shout out to Sean Rosales, Anthony Canton III, Reginald Dupree Jr., Austin Richmond, Karima Shah, thank you so much. Jesse Grab, just kidding. Justin Yang, Jaden Earnshaw, Alex Burnett, Santiago Suero, Sumit Soam, Matthew Spencer Skeen, Grant A. Burns, and Matthias Nadokian. Thank you. Part of the actual promise I made was a shout out on the show, people. So
you support us, we'll shout you out all day.
Yeah, no doubt.
I don't want to sit here for the rest of the show doing it, but I'll spread them out.
Also, this is the new way that Jade fills time, is by shouting you out. So
there you go.
Now I do have our next.
Oh, what a surprise!
Guest coming to us from.
Oh, Jesus, you still feeling time?
Hotlanta. Yo, what was Mari doing today? Seriously.
Power panels.
Stuff.
Power panels.
What's power? Oh, that's the solar energy.
Solar energy. So
the new laptop.
He's doing a greater good.
Yeah, Mariano's going green. If you know what I mean.
You know what I mean.
Getting some green, going green. Yes, coming to us all the way from the hot city of Atlanta. Neil, what's up, my man? Neil.
You there?
Neil.
Uh-oh. What's up, Jade?
What's up, my man?
Hey, Neil.
Hey. Who else is on?
Dvanil Zaveri. How's that?
Close.
Yeah.
That was pretty close. Very easier. Yeah.
Who is on this call? Anthony Mace, Black Trey.
Yeah.
Tom Habershaw's in and out.
In and out.
I've been here. It's just certain topics I gotta.
You want to talk about sex toys? That's the thing, but you're gonna forget me anyway.
A big wasp.
Big wasp.
And
Spotify special.
Zach.
Jade, I am not your draft right now. You can't forget about me.
Zach,
are you playing tonight?
Playing what? Draft?
No, that's what Jade asks about everybody before he picks them.
Neil.
What's up?
How's Atlanta? Is it hot today?
Alabama.
Oh,
it is really hot there.
Why did I think Atlanta?
It's all the brown people that live in Atlanta. That's why.
No. The whole point of me taking the Neil's call this week was the fact that I didn't think that we had fans in Alabama, and we do. We have a fan in Alabama.
You got a lot.
Yeah.
You got like 5.
Are you originally from Alabama, or are you like somehow transplanted there?
No, I grew up I was 7 when I moved to Alabama from India.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been here since then.
I'm surprised you don't live on Hillside Avenue in Queens.
No, that's when my dad came first. He was living in New Jersey for a couple of months before he came down to Alabama. A lot of Indian people in New Jersey, man. Too many.
Yeah.
You know your buddy, the real Vivek, wrote to me.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he wanted a shout out already.
And he told me.
He just got it.
He told me to congratulate you on your engagement.
Oh yeah.
Get out, man.
That was my question, actually.
Get out.
R.I.P. my brother.
What are you doing? I thought we'd been through this.
Nice knowing you.
Every time I listen to the pod, I think again.
That was your question? What is your question?
No, my question was, what NBA player would you want to host and plan your bachelor party?
JR.
Oh, no. We can't.
That's for sure.
Oh, wow. You're not rolling with Steph? I'm gonna have to say Klay Thompson. He's the ultimate bro.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. James Harden would light up some strip clubs.
Oh, man.
Klay Thompson is the answer to
you be pissing fire like you visited Miami.
Oh my God.
Definitely Cody Zeller.
Sorry,
Cody Zeller.
No.
Cody Zeller.
No, Nick Young.
Oh, that'd be fun. Waggy P.
Rasheed Wallace.
At all.
No, I wanted maximum
That's
chaos.
Not a great choice.
I want maximum chaos
at all either.
Rasheed. That's Trey's buddy.
Rasheed. That's what Vivek 40 thought Zach would say.
Oh, Sheed?
Yeah.
I'm just doing that because, Trey as his manager would end up setting most of it up for me.
Yeah, there you go.
Yo, is your buddy, is Vivek 40 down in Alabama too?
Yeah, he's actually in the southern part of Alabama. He's in Mobile, where Boogie's from.
Mobile?
Yeah.
We got fans in Mobile?
It's lit.
Down there. Oh, man, it's something.
Man, school in Mobile. I know he about to pass with honors. Boy.
Oh.
Wait.
That's lit.
Oh, you know what? Neil's you're a lawyer. You're like 24 years old and you're already a lawyer. Congratulations. You're suing Apple
Damn
though.
straight.
And Tinder.
Suing Apple and Tinder.
Whoa.
Yeah, get them up out of here.
We want details.
I'm not really a Tinder man anymore.
Yeah?
I'm not gonna divulge where I've taken my talents.
He's an in-person G.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna divulge where I've taken my talents, but Tinder is not really it no more.
Good. They're overcharging people.
Listen,
Tinder
Waz
really
might not
has
even
kind of
text you
fallen
back
off,
after
though.
this.
They charge people?
Listen, Waz might not even text you back after a week in a minute. Listen, the price went up. we ain't even replying.
Yeah.
Ladies, if you curved my man Waz 6 months ago, good luck.
You're finished.
My man at the Soho house with the sparkling water and the linen fit.
Man.
Now KG recognizes him.
KG gonna know this face, boy.
Hey, he gonna be like, yo, Big Waz?
Why are you suing Tinder? What is the deal there?
People over the age of 30, they were just charging more money. So they're basically age discrimination.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
I honestly had no idea they charged. I thought it was
just on some of the Tinder Plus stuff.
Yeah, because you basically
Tinder Plus is extreme.
Because
that sounds a bit much.
No, it's not. Not if you're a dude, because you get shot to the front of the line as a dude. Like if you see a woman's Tinder, like she gets to see who's liking her all the time. And like I've seen a woman who, let's face it, she was no Rihanna, but she had 12,000 likes. Right. And so it's hard to basically weed through all of that. But as a dude, if you're behind the paywall, you get shot to the front of that line. So just imagine if you're somebody who liked this woman, and this could be your next wife potentially. You know what I'm saying?
But probably not. But probably not.
Patreon. You know what I mean, though. You'll never. She's never going to get to your profile because all the people who have paid get shot to the front. And
Can you see if someone's a Tinder Pro or whatever? Does it show on their profile?
I don't think it does.
Nah. I think that's best, though, because that makes you look thirsty if you got the premium joint.
Oh, yeah. You can tell, though, because sometimes if it doesn't show the age, it means they pay to not have their age shown.
That's right, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm really
Isn't that a tell, then, if you don't have your age listed?
Yeah, it is, which is why I never swipe right on anyone that doesn't have their age.
And is there an age verification on there?
It's like it's linked to Facebook.
Yeah,
no, you
Facebook.
used to lie all the
Perfect.
time.
Yeah. Like there's so many people on there, especially like younger kids, that their age will be like 28 and then in their profile it just says JK, I'm actually 21.
Yeah, or like 18.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
Jay wants to know a little more about living in Alabama as a brown dude. I'll tell you some stories. I got some stories.
Yes, I'm very interested.
Yes, please share.
Look at this guy. He knows the script. I love it. I don't have to do anything at all.
So I used to produce a podcast for 3 podcasts. It was terrible. It's okay. So I live in Birmingham, which is pretty. It's like the only liberalish place in
ish.
In Alabama.
Make sure to accent the ish.
Super ish. Yeah. Ish. I'm from the South too. You can't fool me.
Fair enough. But a lot of subtle racism in Birmingham. Not anything.
Oh, not the Birmingham I know.
Oh,
not my
Birmingham. You been to Birmingham, Zach?
I've driven through it. That's about it.
That's that's all I wish I did.
Oh, really?
Drive there. No, that's not too bad. But one time I took my dog to the vet, and it was like an emergency visit, and it was like Thanksgiving time. My vet goes, "You guys making curry for Thanksgiving?"
What?
Oh my gosh!
Straight up, like just asking.
Damn, that's some South stuff for real.
It was a good vet too, though. So I got to go back to him. But yeah,
that's
man.
At the same time, though,
I mean,
Is it really a stretch?
Oh boy.
Neil, do you ever get people coming up to you at like Walmart and stuff, just asking you random questions about you because you're not white or black? Like, do you just I get that all the time.
Really?
Like, people come up to me at the gym and they're just like, oh, like, I just really wanted to know what nationality you were and if you could tell me some stuff about it. And
that's true. Or like asking you to speak the language, just like say a word.
Yeah.
Say a word.
Yeah.
Can you say anything in a different language, please? Like, it's kind of like you're treated like a novelty item with some really
dance
ignorant
puppet.
Yeah, like
that's right. Also,
it's kind of bizarre.
I get the whole. Oh, you related to the other Patel over here?
Yeah, totally.
First of all, my last name's not even Patel.
Wow.
Wow.
I just start to be like, oh yeah, that other Lou, we're related.
Oh yeah.
I think.
We could be related. Why not? I was reading.
Wait, Neil, where were you born?
I was born in Ahmedabad in Gujarat in India.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
So when did you get to Alabama? Like, how old were you?
In 1999. I guess I was like 6.
So you had to go through school, and how was that? Like being a school kid in Alabama.
It was, the first 5 years I was in like ESL and got made fun of because I couldn't speak English. But other than that, it was fine afterwards. Uh-huh. People always thought I was good at math, which I really wasn't, but it worked out.
That's also racist.
Oh, no doubt. That's all the subtleness. I mean, there's tons of subtle racism. Someone said in an article that Birmingham's like the Portland that has minorities. They like coffee and tons of microbrews here now. Lots
of people like. But are y'all farm the table?
Oh, we are getting there, man.
Nice.
We just got 2 new Whole Foods in Birmingham in like the past year.
Oh wow, so progressive.
Kevin Pelton.
I mean, it is though.
Pelton's gonna post up down there.
Yeah.
Anyways, Neil. Any final thoughts?
Nah, man. I'm just glad you guys are back. Jay, congrats on the kid.
Thank you.
Was on that Spotify special coming out tonight, I guess.
Appreciate y'all. Yes, that'll be out this afternoon. If you guys don't know by now, whatever, you'll know by the time you're listening to this podcast. What Trey was referring to earlier about my price going up, it's not true. I'm still poor, but you're
less poor than you were yesterday.
You're less poor than what you were.
We're doing a show called The Score with Uninterrupted, hosted by me, Kaz, and Meg Scoop. And it's basically a sports and music show, mostly music, but it's got like a sports angle to it. And that'll be out every week, every Friday. You can watch it on Spotify Spotlight if you want to see my beautiful, pretty, well-groomed mug. Or you can subscribe to the Uninterrupted's The Score on any podcast app, platform, whatever. And you can just listen to the audio if that's what you want to do.
There you go.
Ready or not, here I come.
Riyadh. All right. I'm going to shout out Vivek and Prushil. Other than that, I'm out.
All right. Thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Bye, Neil.
Take care.
All right, Neil.
Oh, my goodness. I wouldn't have any idea how to get rid of this guy. He could just sit here all day.
Yeah, that's all right. I can hang on mute.
This guy out of here.
Could be worse.
He's Mons mauling us.
All right, guys.
See you, brother.
Take care.
Guys, what's up? This is Dr. K calling from Atlanta. Just want to say you guys do phenomenal work. Keep up the strong podcasting. But if you're ever in the Atlanta area, just want to say, if y'all want to come through, there'll be a roof over your head, a place to stay, and some beverages waiting for you. For Amin, I was going to do some Araki, but he doesn't drink, so it's going to be non-alcoholic beer. Angie, you're from Utah, so no alcohol for you either. Was the freshest IPA in the streets. Mariano, you know what you're getting, some Hennessy. Very superior old pale. Trey, you're getting some vegan, non-alcoholic, gluten-free beer, I guess. Zach and Coach Thorpe, remarkably similar. Both of you guys getting old fashions. Eden, you're in some wild shit, so just absent, straight up. Tom, You're getting some Ouzo for your Greek heritage, but if you want to go back to your frat boy days, I'll get some Jaeger bombs. Maze, you're getting a Frisco Sour. Jerv, you're catering for Philly, so you're getting some Yingling. Mama Hoy gets a Strawberry Daiquiri. And Jade, you get a Corona with a lime. Shutter. Peace.
All right, I kind of hate to open this door, but I'm going to. From Tony Romanello at Tony Romanello, I need Zach's take on whether or not Pop-Tarts are a ravioli. I saw this take on Twitter the other day, and I don't know how I feel about it.
We tackled this with Rachel Nichols already.
Yeah, Pop-Tarts are not ravioli. They're an empanada.
What about Uncrustables? I saw that as a question.
Also an empanada. Same.
Yeah.
Okay, empanadas. Gotcha.
Yep.
Man,
Okay, from...
I love empanadas.
Is tortellini is
tortellini
one
right now, Jade?
Oatmeal cookie.
Tortellini?
I took a tiny bite.
Could hear it, Jade.
Sorry.
Tortellini's more of a ravioli than an empanada.
Tortellini is another type of Italian pasta.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Pasta.
Oh shit! I know what tortellini is.
Do you?
But...
Don't I?
Oh man.
Should we do another question?
Wait. Is an empanada a turnover though?
Oh my god.
I don't know. Is it in Russell
Now we're going
Westbrook's
cross culture, man. It's all the same.
Harper? What?
Is it in Russell Westbrook's hands? Bang!
It says here, empanada, Spanish or Latin American pastry, turnover, filled with a variety of savory ingredients.
Exactly what I said. Pop-Tart.
They're all just variations on dumplings.
Surprised it hasn't happened already. I gotta be honest.
What's the next one?
No, because Reddit would create a story like we about to really fight.
Oh, God.
So, has Counter Deans broke up? Find out next time on
Trouble in Paradise.
What else you got?
Trouble
there,
in Paradise?
Counter Deans will never fucking die.
Never, people.
From Emil Dizone at Emil D650, what is your go-to order from the Costco food court?
Man, I haven't been to Costco in like 10 years.
I've actually
go to BJ's.
BJ's, Tom.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Like BJ's, the pizza.
Nah, BJ's is like a Costco's competitor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. I've actually
that's definitely not. That's not on the side. Yeah.
That's a legit chain restaurant. BJ's Pizzeria or whatever it is.
The brewery and pizzeria place.
Now BJ's in Bridgeport. Shout out to BJ's in Bridgeport.
Wait, but they also sell wholesale stuff, or how is it a Costco?
No, they're different. They're definitely different.
Nah, it's wholesale too. It's wholesale BJ's.
Yeah, I've actually got
coming from Watts's mouth
with the kids where we're gonna have to go to Costco or one of these stores. Going through too much bread, too much peanut butter, people. I need the giant jug of peanut butter now. That's where I'm
Jade,
at.
we need more Instagram stories of your kids at the grocery store.
Yeah?
Yeah, those are the best.
Yeah, I feel like a virtual dad when I go on your account. Like I don't even have to have a kid. I'm just like, all right,
it's
cool.
enough. It's enough to where I feel like
I'm watching Grayson and Sadie. Like I'm watching them grow up. Like the Truman Show. Shit is tight.
Oh, dude, my son, blew my mind last night, guys. Blew my mind, legit. My daughter was misbehaving as usual, and so I did this whole, I'm going to have to call Santa, Santa, I'm going to have to call him up, and she goes, Santa's always watching me, right, Dada? And I said, yep. But I think he's in Jamaica right now.
What?
Oh wow!
He's on vacation.
Zach is not on vacation.
I said, I think he's down at the beach. So I don't know if the call will get through, but we'll see. I'm going to call him tomorrow. My son hears this and he goes, "That's because the elves make the toys."
Oh,
wow!
And I'm like, dude. And he goes, Santa just delivers the toys. The elves make the toys. And I'm like, wow. Oh, my God. Santa.
So Grayson just said Santa ain't shit.
Dude.
Or Santa ain't nothing but a post office.
It never dawned on me. The fact
that
Santa's
a figurehead.
Santa's
a mailman.
He works 1 week out of the
You know what, Jake? This is the problem with letting your kids listen to Waz Speaks is they start getting into that dictator stuff and they start questioning everything.
So Santa's down in Jamaica. He's doing his thing, reaping all the benefits. You know, he's the star of the show. And these poor people are up there making the toys, the little people.
Here for it.
Oh, man. That blew my mind. Proud of him. Anyway, guys, anyone going to any concerts?
I'm looking for that On the Run 2 ticket, Jade.
Because buying tickets to sports and concerts can be complicated, Zach, and sometimes confusing. But there's a better way to buy with SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the smartest, easiest way to get tickets to every type of live event. Whether you're searching for last-minute deals, planning a night out, or need to find the perfect gift, SeatGeek helps you find the best seats at the best prices, fully guaranteed.
But, Jade, I have a question. I have to do this on like a desktop computer, right? Like,
no.
It would be great if they had an app for the phone that I could just kind of, tap away on.
It's a beautiful app. I have the SeatGeek app on my phone, Zach, and it is by far the easiest way that I have found to shop for tickets. I could be anywhere. I was in the car the other day, and I'm looking for these
at a stoplight, right?
Jay-Z tickets. By the way, I heard that Beyonce has to perform with Jay-Z because Jay-Z can't sell out arenas anymore.
Where'd you hear that, Jade?
Who said that?
Angie said that.
Oh my! Oh,
I've been said that. I've been saying that for years.
That's right. I heard that on
his last few tours. Watch It Throne with Kanye, the Timberlake thing, the Eminem thing, the Beyonce one before this.
He had Timberland going with him for a while, right?
Like the guy can't. I mean, it is what it is. Like not everybody can do an arena tour. I mean, he did the arena tour for 444, but there were.
Wasn't Vince Staples attached to that?
No, it was Vic Mensa.
Oh, that's right, Vic Mensa.
Yes. He was a Rock Nation artist, but he's not Beyonce. She's the biggest artist in the freaking world. Like, what do you want? It's like he's married to her. He's supposed to be like, nah, let me not do this. Of course he's doing it.
Gotta do it.
Anyway, $50, cheaper too, for Foxborough up in Boston. I think August 5th. SeatGeek saves you time and money searching multiple ticket sites to compare prices, finding amazing deals, and it will get you more bang for your buck.
This is how I like to describe it, Jade. Mm-hmm. Is how when you look at a shot chart online for an NBA game, you see all those green dots for the makes. It's very representative of the SeatGeek app, where all those green dots on the seating chart, those are the best deals. So you want to look for those makes.
I do like that feature. I do that. I like that feature. It tells you if it's a bad deal, it's a bad deal. Yep. Anyway, for our listeners, $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase. Download the app. Enter the promo code B2B. That is the number 2 between two B's, B2B. And you get $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase. Go and do that.
And honestly, if you're not making
We can't say that.
I can't say that. I found that out.
We got yelled at.
Here's what I would say. Download the app, sign up for a new account. Mm-hmm. That's the way to get around that.
That works
too. What else you got there? Ooh, someone's here.
Haunted Mansion? What happened there?
Is that the new?
Is that a sound effect for?
Is that the new
Mama
effect
Hoy?
on Fridays?
Yeah. Maze.
Let's do Zach Rowling at the real Zebo 33. What's Zach?
Jay couldn't wait a second to take a bite out of whatever he's eating. He took a bite and he goes,
so that's what it was. It was a delivery guy bringing him his food.
Yep, that's what.
I got to the bottom of it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
From Zach Rowling at the real Zebo 33, who would be the biggest liability if you were all stranded on a deserted island?
Oh.
Not me, because I'm in the best physical shape. And I don't make for much food if y'all kill me.
Biggest liability. I would say the person I'd be most likely to watch my back for would be Zach.
Oh, I'm surprised.
But I don't know if that makes him a liability.
Oh, it makes me a threat.
A threat. Yeah.
Who knows how to make fire? First of all,
I do.
You do?
I'm not outdoorsy. I'm a
I wear
liability.
glasses, so yeah.
I'm not outdoorsy.
Used to go camping, Jade.
You can
fire
actually really.
Yeah, it's really not that hard.
Especially if you're in survival mode.
No, you need that flint or something.
No. Amateurs, Jade. Come on.
Yo, on that
Two
show,
rocks.
Naked and Afraid, they always give him flint, which I always think is like kind of a cheat.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Yeah.
Not close.
Wait, where are they hiding that flint? Because aren't they? They don't have pockets.
You know where they're hiding it, Zach.
Yeah.
Gross.
You know.
Hey, did you guys know there was an article someone screenshot from the paper where it was like, here are the emojis you're sending that are actually sexual emojis, and I didn't know this. I didn't know the donut emoji means vagina.
Nah, that's made up.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's made up. Everybody knows the vagina is the peach.
I thought it was the butt.
That's the butt.
Oh, that's the ass. I thought it was.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
It should be the peach, right?
No,
the thing is, though.
That he's texted is like.
Hold on. This is the thing. Those two things are sometimes interchangeable for me. You understand? It's so easy to get confused. You feel me?
It's easy to get confused. Oh wow.
Here's what I don't like. Was I don't like you saying that and then saying you feel me.
Hold on, and this is why. Like the euphemism Georgia peaches, right? That's not a reference to their posteriors.
Yes, it is.
Is it? I thought it was a reference to their vaginas. My bad.
I didn't even
It's
know
like
that was a
apple-bottom
euphemism.
jeans.
You didn't know that was a euphemism?
Georgia peaches?
Yes.
Yeah, I lived in the South my whole life and I've never heard that.
Well, this is why, Maze, this is why I assume this, and this is a cultural thing that I've been observing recently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the days, you would consume white culture, and anytime a white woman referred to her butt being big, it was like to basically call herself fat and ugly and undesirable, right?
Yes. I don't want to. I don't want to be, combative here, but I find it offensive that you think we have culture.
Well, I'm just telling you, TV culture, that's white culture. And so now, of course, we see all kinds of women of all kinds of races, including white women, getting their asses done, right? But the term peach, Georgia peach, been around before they thought asses were a good thing. So that's why I was like, well, it has to refer to the pussy.
Also, to your point, in the movie Face Off, Castor Troy, played by Nick Cage, says he has a line where he says, "Peach."
Wait, his name is Castor Troy?
Castor Troy.
Oh, that's fire.
He says the line, "Peach, I could eat a peach for hours," as he's trying to seduce a flight attendant.
That's a sick brag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting to think that all fruits apply to all body parts.
Yeah, bananas, eggplant,
berries,
strawberries.
The strawberry.
Jesus. Was. Again, that's on Spotify and uninterrupted tonight.
Where is the spotlight section? I'm looking for it. I can't find it.
I have no idea. When I get I'm supposed to be getting some assets and some clarification about how to find it later this afternoon, so I can't even answer that question for you yet. It's not up yet, though.
Asses? You getting asses? Never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, people, I need an intro, Maze. Before we get too far down the road.
To a Friday #AskWaz Mailbag edition of the Back to Back Pod. I'm your host, Anthony Mays, coming to you from 1,187 miles west of Frisco, Colorado. On the line to answer your fantastic questions, we've got in Los Angeles, the host of Back to Zach, the Ding King. One would think, and therefore one was, Santa Hoops, a.k.a. St. Nicholas Cage, Mariano Blanco, the one-liner designer, Zach Hollywood Harper. We also have Club Soda Poppy, the CEO of Do Rags R Us, the daily water drinker. Sometimes he still looks at steak. He managed to survive Colombia without paying for Schubert or shitting in a speedboat bathroom. It's Bougie Black Trey. We also have the Haitian sensation, the black intellectual, the dangling carrot, the Liberian rock, Jake's mom's favorite. We finally got him a paywall. It's Mr. Me Too Waz. In Arkansas, it's the group chat enforcer. She skates circles around Jade while listening to Mulan. With a PhD in angles and a tattoo for each of the 7 deadly sins, she hopes to one day be JJ Redick's second wife. It's Eden Liu. And in Charlotte, North Carolina, the sensei of the sixth string with the voice of an angel from Mars, a former frat boy Demon Deacon who's Googling iPhones at the Best Buy Apple Store. He's stacking ALS dinero, making people eat those habaneros. It's Handsome Tom Haverstraw. And finally, in Bloomfield, Connecticut, he drinks yogurt and eats weed. The amateur bear watcher, the conspiracy consigliere, the Lord of the Dings, the expert time filler. He's only 28, but his mind is old. His wife is the fruit, and he's a nut. It's not a bit. The fertile producer, Jade Hoy.
Did you slow down purposefully when you?
That was great. That's fucking genius.
Very nice work.
That's a great touch.
You know who I am? Do you ever see that Sean Hannity segment where he's smoking the e-cigarette very quickly during a break, and they're doing his makeup? Anybody ever see?
That's you? You said on air?
That's me with the grapes now. I'm like stuffing my face with like grapes. You never seen this Sean Hannity e-cigarette thing?
Mm-mm.
I'll have to tweet it. It is funny. Anyway, let me get.
Oh wow. Okay.
Let me get some people on the phone. How is everyone's weekend going to be?
Vegan festival going on.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yes. Duke's going to go to the Final Four this weekend, so I'm awesome.
Uh-oh, watch out for that curse.
It's in your neighborhood, Zach, buddy.
If it's vegan, I assume it is, yeah.
So if you see a bunch of vegans coming around.
Coming to us from
Westport, my hometown, on Sunday. If you're in New York City or Connecticut along the Metro North line, come to Westport Sunday, 1 through 5 p.m. Family-friendly event. I'll be there.
Coming to us from Tulsa, Sarah the Pharmacist, are you here?
I'm here.
Oh.
I have to apologize to Sarah.
Go ahead.
I left her when I was in the car in Phoenix last week as I did the outro, and she was the one person I forgot to say.
It's okay. I wasn't going to say anything.
Apologize for that.
Oh, thanks, Zach.
How's everything going? How's the flu epidemic thing?
Oh, it's pretty much over. It's died down.
That's it?
Yeah, I think we're done with that.
Sarah, you're in Oklahoma?
And Tulsa, yeah. Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Would you be mad if we took the thunder away from you guys?
Well, probably, yeah. Why, are they going somewhere?
No, they're not going. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying like I was having.
Do you know something I don't know?
No, hypothetically, I was having a conversation and I was like, I wanted to move them, but you know, like I said, I haven't been to Oklahoma
No, we don't have anything else. You can't take them away.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fair, right?
Yeah.
Take them away.
I mean, Seattle. I just feel like Seattle needs a basketball team again.
Hartford needs one.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah, and New Orleans needs to stay in New Orleans, so it's got to be a different team.
I can't believe
y'all just mentioned Hartford, Oklahoma City, and New Orleans.
Yeah.
No, I said Seattle.
Yes.
And Seattle, that's what I'm saying. And Seattle still don't got a freaking team. It's shameful. Shouts to my man Jake One.
Yeah, shouts to
also, Jade, just so you know, Jake said that if you ever try and get Royce Young on this podcast, he's unsubscribing to our page.
Jesus.
Oh, wow. Why?
He takes the Oklahoma City beef. He's from Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't have just a random beef with Royce Young. He takes his Oklahoma City beef so deep, so far. He won't perform in Oklahoma City. He won't do music with Oklahoma artists, and he will not.
I got a question. I got a question. Is he a Patreon subscriber?
Yes, he is.
Then no Royce Young on this.
That's it.
Yeah. Who? Royce who? Ma, are you there?
Only Royce
I'm listening.
Is 5'9" and white.
Go ahead.
I just looked up Oklahoma musicians. I don't think he has to worry about that.
Man, the hate.
Mm-hmm. Yes. How's it going, Ma?
You guys are into hate thing today?
No, we're just shading on Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Have you ever been to Oklahoma, Mama Hoy?
If I've been to Rich, have we been to Oklahoma?
Maybe just drove through it.
If we were there, it was not very impressive. I'm sorry. Rich says we drove through
a
long time ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Well, come on. You're talking a long time ago when we drove cross country.
How's everything?
All right. Things are going okay.
Yeah.
You? Yeah.
Good. I'm tired. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I'm tired too. It has something to do still with that change of day, Eastern Standard. I'm still not into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm an EST people. So I'm looking at your Twitter. People ask you the strangest questions.
Yes, they do.
Right?
Yeah, we answer some of them.
They're just trying to outdo each other.
Maybe we shouldn't tag Mama Hoy in these mailbag.
It's okay. I mean, I have a new iPhone and it keeps ringing these Twitter and.
Yeah, you got to take those notifications off. You're popular enough where you don't need Twitter notifications on.
I don't. You're right. I'll figure it out. I'm learning. But I like it.
What happened on TV this week?
Well, it's funny. There's I watched a couple of movies. One of them's called Bad Match. Have you ever heard of that? It was on Netflix, and it's about a young man who uses his, the internet to find women.
Oh, this is based on Waz's life.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
He's just holding that.
And, they're one-night stands generally until he finds one who's extremely vindictive.
Mm-hmm.
And, gets back at him. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Is it drama or comedy? What is it?
It's drama. Oh, yeah. Lily Simmons is in it. That actress
thriller
from Banshee and Justified. She's good.
Wait, so is it good? I'm interested now.
Is it good? It's good. Yes. It's one of these. They didn't spend a lot of money making this movie, but you still watch it. Come on. It's just and then there was another one called Dismissed. Again, another. These are just sort of movies. I don't know if they're, if you're bored, you need something to watch for a couple of hours. And Dismissed cracked me up because it's about a teacher and an overzealous student who gets really ticked off because the teacher doesn't give him an A for a paper. It's a B, gets a B, and he becomes vindictive. And it's seriously evil. So as having been a teacher and having dealt with kids that get pissed off about not getting an A, it was kind of interesting. So Dismissed and Bad Match.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Has anyone seen the one with Jared Leto, The Outsider, that came up on my Netflix thing? It's like about a white guy that goes into the Yakuza and then has to make a decision.
No, but I want to see that.
Yeah.
I'm out on Jared Leto, so no.
Really?
No,
He's a lot.
about that
He's a
dude's
lot.
face, man.
He's a lot.
I'm just mad they gave him an Oscar, too.
He looks like a serial killer, if I'm being honest.
This is called The Outsiders?
The Outsider.
Just The Outsider.
Yeah,
singular.
not the
okay, and it's on Netflix?
Yeah.
Also, if I may promote my guy Utkarsh and Budkar's movie Game Over Man, that is also out on Netflix now.
Okay.
Starring the what's that show on?
Workaholics dudes.
Yeah, the Workaholics guys. Yeah.
Workaholics.
Mama Hoy, I'm going to tell you to go watch Roxanne.
Okay. Is that on regular TV?
No, it's on Netflix. It's a Netflix movie.
It's about a hip hop legend. Pioneer
Pioneer in the rap
game. A woman.
Pharrell Williams tapped in on that, and the director of not Fruitvale, not Ryan. I don't think it's Kugler, but one of the guys that assisted on Fruitvale Station.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
Mama Hoy. Oh no, keep going, Trey. Keep going.
No, I was just saying, and whoever told me to watch 7 Seconds, I'm glued to that.
We did.
Yeah.
Jade had a funny mixed feelings about it. So did I, but
it's been good though. I like Regina. Regina. She's playing the part well.
Yes, she's just a kid.
No spoilers though, if anybody hasn't seen it. So. But check it out. And Atlanta, have you seen Atlanta yet?
I'm watching it. I think I did 3 episodes this week.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to get to know the character.
It's kind of like listening to Jade's Monday show.
Oh, really?
yeah. It's the visual part of it, kind of.
I mean, I like the character. I think his name is Ern. Am I right?
Ern. Ern is me and Waz in L.A.
Okay. So I did. I turned it on. I actually, I'm trying.
Wow, don't you get that from me though? Like, am I earned sometimes?
No, I understand. I understand exactly what you're getting at there, and you're right.
So,
Mama Hoy, did you watch Collateral?
I heard that's fire.
Because I feel like that has gotten you written all over it.
It probably does, and I probably, for some reason, I haven't gone back to it. What happens is I find new stuff and I get, distracted. I've got like the mind of a 10-year-old when it comes to TV.
So you watched the first one?
Yeah.
And then you haven't been inspired to return?
Yeah, I'll get back to it. Just that, this week, come on. Was there basketball on this week?
Yeah,
yes, there is. Sweet 16,
yeah, my husband, even, he tapes them at night, and he just finished watching a couple of these guys. I forget which teams they were, but they're low-seeded, and they're coming out on top.
Loyola, Chicago, right?
Yeah, Chicago.
So
pretty much every game except for Michigan.
So he loves it. So that's sort of taking over.
What about Homeland?
I don't think I watched it this week. I'll have to catch up. I watched Versace.
Yeah, what did you think of the finale, Mama Hoy?
That was the finale?
Yeah. Number 9, the end. What did you say?
Really weak. Anticlimactic.
100%. I don't really know how you can have like a big finish though,
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
The show was fine. Obviously not as good as OJ, but it was good. I enjoyed it. I thought the last few episodes kind of lost some steam, but, it was a good show.
It was interesting meeting the father.
Yeah, I like that episode. I have a hard time understanding why they cast such high-profile people to play the Versace family if they're not going to do pretty much anything with them for 9 episodes.
Okay, Maze. When they flashed back to Versace in school and they were speaking English, I wanted to tear this fucking house down, dude. Like, why? You could just get Italian people to speak Italian. Like, what the fuck?
All the Italians are Latinos.
Oh, that's interesting.
I understand. Like, when the show was being advertised before it came out, I saw like posters in the train stations and stuff, and it's like huge ads for all the people playing like Gianni and Donatella, and like Ricky Martin had a big thing. And then it's like, all told, I think there's maybe 1 episode that like focused on their plot, and it was kind of a waste. Like it was just the Andrew Cunanan show, and I feel like it's a missed opportunity that they didn't do anything with all the Versace characters.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. It's a good point.
Further forward and see like how Donatella like built the brand up or like kept the brand going, or I don't know. I just didn't really get anything out of that. But we've talked about a lot. Darren Criss was sensational. He's going to get an Emmy.
Yes.
It was worthwhile for that, and now we move on.
Yep, we move on. So,
I've got a show. I've got a show for Mama Hoy.
What?
And this is one you can watch with your husband. One he'd probably love. Forged in Fire. It is a competition show where they make like blades and swords and axes within
relax, Guillermo.
I've heard so much about this show.
People got me onto this, and it is fascinating. Like it's stuff like I know nothing about like bladesmithing and anything like that, and it's the things these guys do in a limited amount of time. It's really like very engaging, and then they test them. They do like chopping competitions to see how well they hold up. They do cutting competitions. They have a guy who is a like combat expert who like slices up, these like
water bottles,
fake bodies, and these like
oh my gosh,
like carcasses of pigs and cows and stuff to like show that they can actually kill. And he judges it based on like if it's a good weapon that can kill, he will go, this will kill. And he's creepy as hell, and it's really a good show. You can watch them all on Hulu.
I'm so excited about this show.
Where is it, you guys? Where is it?
Hulu. It's on the History Channel. So the new season just started. It's on History Channel, but you can find the old ones on Hulu.
Okay.
Forged in Fire.
Got it.
All right, Ma.
Yep.
Anything else?
All set? Okay, I'm going to...
8 minutes are up?
8 minutes are up,
10 minutes. 8 minutes, right. We're down to 8.5 minutes. Sounds good, though.
All
Beautiful day here.
I'm going to try to get out. Yes. All right, thank you so much, Ma. See you later.
Yep.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
Mama Hoy.
Bye, Mama
Take
Hoy.
care. Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Maze, what else you got?
From Andrew Byrne at Andrew P. Byrne. Who is your favorite movie/TV villain?
Ooh, I like so many bad guys.
I like the Joker from the old Batman series.
Like Jim Carrey?
Adam West?
No, Adam West.
Like the series. Okay.
Yeah. Rob Lowe from Tommy Boy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Skeletor.
Is Tommy Boy your favorite movie?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just checking. Mine is Philip Seymour Hoffman from Mission Impossible 3.
Nice.
He's an unbelievable bit.
Mine is Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII.
I don't know what that means.
I have to think about this. I must have one.
Ooh, also Hannibal Lecter.
Ooh, that's a good
Hannibal
one.
Lecter, Darth Vader.
Darth is obvious.
Vader.
Those two were Hall of Fame. Yeah. A good villain from a not so good show is Sylar from Heroes.
Never seen it.
Show got real bad real quick, but he was
Kilgrave from Jessica
Kilgrave's
Jones.
good.
Yeah.
Or Dick Roman from Supernatural.
Okay.
Dick Roman sounds like Waz's Tinder name.
I'd swipe right on Dick Roman.
Thank you, Eden.
You better ding that one, Jay.
Roman.
Oh man,
My
Dick
Roman
Roman's
candle.
OD.
Anyway, someone questioning.
Ben Linus from Lost.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Yo,
that's a good one.
Danny Up from New York Undercover.
Maze, I'm rewatching Lost.
That's Ice-T, by the way. I hated it.
That's my favorite rabbit hole to go down, Tom.
The Lost?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great show. I was just gonna ask, what is your favorite, like, not a guilty pleasure TV show that you binge, but like
Supernatural.
Yeah.
I stick with this one. The Shield. It's not a guilty pleasure, but The Shield, I was so emotionally invested in it when it was out. I watched it week to week and everything. Like that's the drama that gets me every time.
Oh my God, I forgot all about this.
Ben Linus is an excellent film.
It has the best pilot and the best finale of any drama series.
Omar and I actually became friends because of Lost.
Is that right?
Yeah, we would like call each other like on the phone and talk for like 30 minutes after each episode.
Wait. Did you guys find each other in like some weird forum?
Well, we like met randomly and then stayed in touch, and then both discovered we like Lost, and then that's how like we became good friends. As we would talk about it every week, pretty much.
And then
so were you, Maze? Were you like writing blog posts about Lost and stuff? Were you in like forums writing posts about theories on who Jacob is and all that stuff?
No, it was more like I had like a a shrine room where I had like clues up on the wall and stuff and draw
like one of those boards, like boards with all the string and stuff pinned up. Like
when Locke
like
is in the hatch and the black light comes on and that big ass map comes up, I basically had that on my wall and was staring at it.
Please tell me you have pictures from that.
Wait, so when did Trey?
This is a masterpiece. You must have taken a picture.
When did Trey enter the world?
2016. Yeah, 2016. Omar was featured on what show was that?
$1 Million Listing.
$1 Million Listings, and he was having a viewing party, and he was a neighbor of Brandon's, and he told us to come over and watch, and we walked in. You walked in, and I didn't know any of these people, and we sat there, and we're all watching, having this viewing party, and we spent a couple like maybe 20 minutes, and then we just kind of left, and then the internet was out in the building like the next day. So Omar came over to fix it, and then he seen me playing video games, and he was like, "Yo, you in the video games?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, I got an arcade system next door in my house." So then I ended up going over there and kicking everybody's ass in Blitz and Street Fighter, and then we just got cool.
The rest is history.
Yeah. Now
Street
me and
Fighter
Mazer
or Mortal Kombat? Trey.
Street Fighter 2. I'm Ken Masters all day.
I do have a call from the hotline. Hold on a second, please.
Hi, this is Megan. I wanted to know, after listening to Tuesday's pod and the Jordan Clarkson conversation about the dinosaurs happened, a video surfaced on social of Lonzo Ball talking about being pregnant, and while you're being pregnant, you can get pregnant again. Is that really possible? I want to know those thoughts from the guys and whoever else is on the panel for the day. Yeah, that's basically my question. Have a good one.
Megan.
How old is this girl?
Is that a real question?
So she's never taken a
Megan's been on the show.
Megan, first of all, Megan.
She's been on the show plenty of times.
Megan, did anyone see this?
She's in college?
I didn't.
Yes, she's in college.
I didn't.
How'd that happen? What do you mean? No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking around.
Is Megan asking if this could actually happen, or if someone could be this dumb and think it?
Yeah, bingo. That's the second part. The second part. She's obviously but she's saying like these NBA players are giving out stupid quotes, and how could they be so dumb? Like, you know what I mean?
Can NBA players be? I mean,
not how can NBA players overall, but this particular.
I was about to say that's easy to answer.
Wait, did he really say that? Lonzo?
Yes.
God, man, what is going on with these dudes?
But then again, he also didn't know that the Star Wars theme didn't have words.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't.
Well, wait, I didn't know
also,
that.
Trey said this before and said it recently. Like, a lot of these guys are saying this shit just to get the buzz, right?
Yeah, now just to go viral, dude. That's the new thing. Like, it's like planking. Like, people are just doing shit to just do shit now. And it's like.
Plank.
I guess. If that's what you want to do.
I miss planking.
That's another thing from Zach's show this week.
Snark hoops, yeah.
You were talking with Ian about it. Planking.
Oh, did I talk to Ian about planking? Oh, yeah, that's right. I miss planking, man.
You guys brought up planking?
Yeah, it's what I've done my whole life. Is just like you just lay down, and all of a sudden laying down was cool.
No, you know what? That was simpler times though, because planking was getting so out of hand. People were like almost risking their lives for the
people in like grocery store freezers and stuff. Like,
I wish I could find a photo. I planked the LAX sign. That was OD.
Oh my god! I just always think of the South Park episode whenever someone brings up planking.
That was pretty intense, man. That was a great time, man. Shouts to planking.
Just so everybody knows, superfetation is the simultaneous occurrence of more than one stage of developing offspring in the same animal. And it doesn't happen in humans, but it does happen in rodents, rabbits, horse sheep, marsupials, felines, and some primates.
Horse sheep or horse, comma, sheep?
Horse, comma, sheep.
I thought
horse sheep is like.
Oh, I was like,
God.
wow.
You never know.
It's my second favorite animal after
it's like a liger. Yeah, exactly.
You never know.
What horse sheep look like?
Just be a shaggy horse.
Would it be?
With
I
like
guess
a
so.
horse with like a lot of wool.
It'd be like a miniature horse.
Miniature horse. Okay.
With a shaggy coat.
So
and maybe with like the little goat ears or sheep ears instead of like horse ears.
I like that.
Eden, did you get any relationship questions?
I did get some relationship questions.
Of a different sort. Of a different kind.
Yes. Of a different kind.
Explain to me how it's different than our Ask Zaz segment, please.
Well, so our Ask Zaz segment is awesome because you get answers from Zach and Waz that are pretty fun answers and also like kind of hit you straight in the chest, like you're doing it wrong. Yeah. And I can just offer a little bit of a different perspective, and the questions that I get are kind of different than the questions for Ask Zaz, I feel.
Right.
Also.
Give me one, please.
So one question that I have gotten is, I got to pull it up. Sorry.
How was your weekend?
It's not how you fill time.
Yeah, I know. All right. If your partner cheated, this is from Anonymous. If your partner cheated on you and you decided to try to make it work, are you stuck in that relationship forever? ? I thought I could get past this, but my trust for her never recovered, and now she's pressing for marriage. I actually think Zach and Waz probably could have given a pretty good answer for this, but this was the first one. Yeah, this is the first one that I pulled up.
Run as fast as you can.
And you got to just go because, like, you aren't stuck in that relationship forever because you need to get out of it.
You're not stuck in any relationship forever. You can get divorced. You can do all kinds of stuff. Fake your death. Like, you can get out.
Boy, doesn't. And boy, wouldn't Zach Harper know.
I've faked my death many a time.
Yeah. And
this isn't even my real name.
In my opinion, if you thought you could get past it but never recovered, then that's a huge sign of just get out now.
Get out.
So
yeah, I think on some level, if you were that, crazy about this girl, on some level, there is a bit of it being admirable that you tried to make it work, right? But like that also doesn't mean that because you tried to make it work, you have to make it work. Like you gave it a go, and
exactly.
And that's it.
It's like you tried, you thought you maybe could get over it, you can't. But
that's
now
fair.
you think, yeah, totally. Just it's time for you to get it out, though.
Wait, she cheated on him, and now she wants to get married?
Yes.
Trying to lock it up.
And he's wondering if he can get past it, but even in the fact that he's asking, it means he can't. So
right, get out before you have to give her half your stuff.
That's a very good way of putting it.
What else you got?
I have another one about read receipts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I'm out on those.
You're out on read receipts? Well, so the question was also from Anonymous. If I read and don't respond, you either said some dumb shit or I'm busy AF and can't respond. But is it a good or bad thing that you have read receipts on? I think it kind of just depends on the person you are.
Your grandpa.
Yeah, but you can be adult about it.
This is some millennial stuff about it. No. If I see it, if I read it, I'm busy. If I didn't reply, eventually I'm busy. That's all it is. Like I'm not responding on whenever you want me to respond just because
not everything takes a response. Sometimes you don't have a response to something.
Yeah, or you don't need to respond right away. And if people are going to get petty about that, you really don't need them in your life.
Exactly.
My go-to response is laugh all out to everything. Just LOL. Just
Here's
listen.
my thing, though. Here's my thing. The reason why I don't like read receipts, I just don't like people's overall entitlement to responses to text. Like you're not saying everything. Most of the shit you text me is inessential. And so with the read receipt, it's like, oh, you saw it and you ain't respond. Like, no, I didn't because it wasn't important. Like, that's why I'm just like, yo, miss me. I'm not indulging people's like need to constantly contact you and know. And it's like, nah, fam, I'll get back to you when I get back to you. If it's important, I'll be on you ASAP. Usually it's not though.
Ever since Josiah was on the pod, like a month ago or whatever, and he was so suspicious of like every single little thing. That's all I think about when I hear questions like that. Is just his level of paranoia.
Man, he is mad paranoid.
Who?
Josiah, right?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly who it was. I think it was him.
It was a BOMM guest, and he just started talking.
He was like paranoid about everything.
He'd never been in a group chat.
Jabari.
Damn. The other black guy. Jesus Christ, yo.
I was like, Josiah.
When I was listening to that, I was just like, who hurt you?
I listened to that recently. And he goes, group chats for women, he said.
Yeah. Jabari was on some other shit. He was like, oh, if your girl got a group chat, she could use it as an excuse to text her girl, her side dude. And I'm
people late at night. Yeah. I was like, wow, I feel so bad for like whoever.
Paranoid. Oh my God.
Yeah. What have you been through, honey? I'm so sorry.
Well.
What else you got? Eden, you got one more?
I do have one more.
By the way, why are they anonymous? Are they coming to your DM?
Yeah, I put it out as like DMs are also open if you want it. If you don't want it necessarily put out there, because some people don't.
DMs are open if you want it, huh?
Listen, the DMs are also open, and Venmo is also open if you want help constructing a Tinder or Bumble profile that will help you get right swipe.
Wow.
Success not guaranteed.
My Venmo's is open too.
Oh my God, Eden. Wow.
2018, man.
Congrats.
So one other question I had that I thought was pretty relevant is actually from a friend of the show, Dynasty Builder 77. And he asked when you should change your tone with a woman, or like, I interpreted that as like, when is it okay to take things to the next level when it comes to interacting. If it's in person, you definitely just have to read signals. But if it's just over like DMs or through an app, you should definitely always wait for her to initiate, because no one wants unsolicited sex fantasies.
Yes, Eden. This is an important topic. No, it is, Zach, because
I know it is.
Because a lot of times dudes jump the gun and they're just so thirsty to get into sexual talks with a woman. But you gotta be careful, because women are extra sensitive to that. And oftentimes they'd be like, "Wow, this guy's so eager to talk about sex. Maybe that's all he wants from me."
Yeah, it's like the old, the thing my grandpa used to say: you got to preheat the oven before you stick your dick in it. Like, that's just
listen.
Whoa. Is Grandpa Harper in hell with Grandma?
No, Grandpa Harper never said that.
Grandpa Harper, a legend.
Make that a T-shirt.
Listen, I'll wear it too. Smiling, gracefully. Can I meet Grandpa Harper?
No, they're both dead, unfortunately. But they were both great men.
Can we go visit Grandpa Harper just so I can tell him about this legendary
quote? Go check out the gravesite.
Is that on his gravesite?
We got a gravesite in Mississippi.
We gotta sign it up on Google so you can virtually tour it, and then you can just go talk to him at your laptop screen. That'd be fire.
Good. All right. All right. Guys, chill out there, please. Just chill.
Hey, but Jay, it don't even be the dude sometimes, man. Okay. 2018, man.
Tell me.
It's a different ball game, man. It's women out here preaching to be savages and pro-ho this year. I don't know why.
I don't know why we would discourage them from that.
No, I'm not. I did the Larry David gif right there. I don't know, man.
Oh, man.
Getting old, Waz. I don't know.
Nah, we are. We definitely getting old.
Because certain things, I'm kind of like, I can tell my gap in age now, where I'm just like, I'm not with that shit. I'm out. Like, I'm seeing it, man. Right. Hey, man, the Monarch's seen it all, bro.
You know how I know I'm getting old, Trey? From all the memes from Miami spring break last week. I was like, this
You made some comment in the chat. I was crying laughing. I said, yo.
I was this is just not how it used to be done.
Yeah.
Back in
I said the game has changed back in my day. You hit that one of the back in my days, I was crying. I felt like I didn't experience the whole college experience like Waz did.
All I have to say is I'm so thankful that camera phones and social media stuff was not as rampant when I was in college.
You was wilding like that?
Of course she was. Of course she was.
I was Tulane B school, okay? What do you want me to say?
Hey, I don't know, man.
Tulane what school?
B school, business school.
Yeah.
Business school.
Yeah, I just don't want to just look at you in that light.
Yeah,
I already do.
I already do.
Thanks, Lon.
Anyway, I have our final guest of the show. Coming to us all the way from Harriman, Utah. You know that place, Zach?
Sure. It's in Utah.
And
I got good Coca-Cola there.
He digs graves for a living.
Wow.
Tyler?
That's a legend.
Hey, guys. What's up?
What's up, my
You
man?
dig graves? You dig graves for a living?
Yeah, I work
Have you ever salted or burned any bones?
I work for a city, and so I do most of the cemetery stuff on top of everything else. So
has anything ever climbed out of a casket? Like,
oh my gosh!
Seriously?
No, but I got one time I was in a grave, in a hole.
Oh God!
Before someone was coming before a funeral, just leveling the bottom out a little bit. And all my equipment and stuff was put away. And a girl came to see a grave pretty close to it. And I guess she didn't even know I was in there. And so, so when I popped out, she freaked out.
Oh,
it was
my
God.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God,
God.
I'm so sorry.
That's awesome.
You know what I love about you guys is, you go to the burial of a loved one or something, and everybody, like, that's always the most emotional part when they're lowering the casket and it's kind of like really, really the final goodbye. These dudes just come in and just get to work. There's no it's like, yeah, I know you.
Not everyone needs to clear out. Like, no,
dude,
go.
By the way,
I usually try.
I just experienced that at my grandfather's funeral, and oh my God. I was like, can you just give us a minute, man? Can you give us a minute?
They're like, no, we're going.
Like, nope,
sorry.
we're on the clock. We gotta go.
I'll usually wait for everyone to clear out. Sometimes if it's taken a long time,
you gotta
we'll
just
have
go.
to talk to the.
You just kind of like walk over there. If it's taking a long time, Tyler, do you just kind of like walk over there, start like kicking a little bit of dirt into the grave, just kind of like that?
It's like, hey, fuck out of here.
Like, am I getting overtime for this?
Take a hit.
Tyler.
It's hard. You have to be sensitive.
Oh, I have a question. So let's say you dig a grave and it's all ready to go. You ever like kind of take your 15-minute break by like just like laying down just to see what it's like?
No, they actually spook me out a little bit. I hate because sometimes when you dig them, if there's graves on either side of it, you put pea gravel over the vault, so it kind of just all falls out and you kind of just take it all out. So you could see their vaults while you're in there. And so I don't like being in the holes. It creeps me out a lot because I feel like there's like just a dead body right there.
Well, all the shit's above ground in New Orleans. It's awesome.
Really? How does that work?
Because the city is below sea level, so you can't bury bodies underground, or they float up. So everyone has like a little. You
like
stick up off the ground,
which is part of its lore.
Nick Cage bought like a pyramid essentially, like this mini pyramid in a New Orleans.
Yeah, he loves the New Orleans stuff.
Cemetery. Yeah, and so like that's where he's going to be buried.
Nick Cage.
It's actually really cool and like really poetic to be around the cemeteries late at night.
Yeah, and Eden's not a dark, weird person at all. She just likes hanging out. She's just like hanging out in cemeteries at night.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
I got another question for Tyler. I got another question, and we can bossa nova this so you don't get in trouble.
Okay.
How often, like, are people really getting buried? Or is this just we're pretending things get buried and now they go off?
Relax, Zach Hoy.
I'm just
I like it.
Zach Hoy is actually
it's a good question.
Who's checking?
It's a good question.
Jay, you might have to name your baby Zach, dog.
I actually presented it as a name.
You don't want this hell.
They really get buried, but it's not as I don't think it's the way people would like it to be. Sometimes you got to break like handles off of caskets so they fit in the vaults.
Good.
Like it's not. I will never look at funerals the same for sure. There is times we have had to move vaults before to other cemeteries. Wow. And that's never fun.
I can't believe we're still doing the burial thing, honestly. I mean, it seems outdated to me. I'm getting burned up, you know.
I didn't know it was that fascinating.
But I have a question. Has your cemetery ever been robbed? Are there any grave robbers?
I have a great story. So we noticed a lot of stuff was going missing off of people's headstones. So we set up a trail cam on a tree, and we found out there was this old lady who was coming in the middle of the night and stealing everyone's flowers and planting them in her garden.
What?
Wow. And we were like, what the hell?
Okay, so that's some dark shit.
Good for her.
Wow.
She was like 90, so it wasn't like you could be like...
lock her up. Lock her up.
Did anyone think that was a ghost?
It was all
have you
sorts of
seen
weird things.
ghosts
Everyone's
ever?
like, oh, there's ghosts. No, weird stuff does happen sometimes. There's a lot of weird people go there. It's kind of weird. Sometimes I'll go like at night and check on it, and there'll be people just chilling, and that's weird to me.
Do you people running through cemeteries? Because I know like that's kind of a problem for some people. It's like there are a lot of joggers who will go through a cemetery.
Yeah, well, and also there's a school right next to it. So like all these little elementary school kids like walk through it to get to the other side of the street so they're not like close to the road. Or like parents park in the cemetery and pick up their kids. It's kind of annoying. Sometimes it'll happen like during funerals and they'll be like, what are you guys doing? Like, stop.
Damn, that seems kind of rude. Like
Yeah.
in the middle of a funeral, like I'm just waiting to pick up my kid next door.
Right. It's weird. Or sometimes doing burial.
That could make it easier to find your kid. Like you're just like, hey, you remember old man Steve? Go to his grave and I'll pick you up there at 3:30.
Yo, that's a sick meeting spot, man.
By the way, Tyler Kenney came to us courtesy, Zach, of the Harper Bump back in October of 2016.
I'm curious, how big is the Harper Bump? Oh, is there like a lot of us?
It ain't that big.
That's what she said.
Trust.
Wow. You gotta wine me and dine to find out, Tyler.
Yo, $10 on Patreon. Find out about that Harper Bump.
That is the $50 price point. Also, Tyler is 1/8 Native American, which I find to be very interesting.
It's pretty tight.
And comes from Harriman, Utah, a booming town, he told me. One of the fastest growing cities in what?
America.
People.
It was like from 2014 to 16. It slowed down a little bit, but it was huge. For a while. It was growing really fast.
So
yeah, it's lit.
It's lit in Harriman.
The house is going up quick.
Utah. Do you have a question for the panel?
Yeah. So, I kind of have two. So today I went back and listened to one of is Waz on?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so I went back and listened to a podcast today about because I just barely bought my tickets to Joyner Lucas, and I remembered that you did a podcast about the I'm Not Racist video. And I just thought that podcast you did was so great, because I've been a Joyner Lucas fan like from day one. And so when all that scrutiny was happening and everyone was like bashing on it, to me it was like it was confusing to me, and I didn't understand it. And me just being a white kid from Utah, it's kind of hard to understand all those things. And so that podcast, like the way you describe everything, like it really helped me gain an understanding about everything, not just that. So I went back and listened to it again today, and I just thought it was awesome how insightful it was. And I just wanted to thank you for doing that and helping so many people probably gain understanding for that.
I want to thank you for being my burner account, brother. Like, I really appreciate this, yo. Nah, but seriously,
nice.
no, people
cool.
took it. people took it overboard. I thought a bit. It's just like it's a kid trying to do something, and they were like, "Well, he's backed by major corporations." And a lot of times, black people, rightfully so, honestly, get paranoid about shit that big companies are doing around race, like the agendas that they'll tend to push. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I thought this kid was trying to make something cool and didn't quite knock it out the park. But some people saw some nefarious doings around that, and I don't think it was all of that. Honestly, that's just me. But I'm not as sensitive as most black people.
Well, it seemed like they wanted him to have like a 20-minute long song. I'm like, he can only say so much, and to me, it was like pure art. I loved it, and it was just confusing to me how everyone was so mad about it.
Tyler, check out my boy Jag's Kaepernick effect.
Okay, is that someone that you tweeted out recently? I noticed you tweeted out a couple artists recently.
Yeah, it was a video though. A video I just posted.
Okay, I'll look for it.
Yeah.
And then another thing is you guys were talking about the Giannis versus AD thing earlier this week and talking about how there's some things that you can see like when you're watching like Giannis or Embiid about how they're putting up great numbers, but you can see when you watch them that there's some things that I just don't understand yet about the game. And that kind of made me think a lot about a conversation that's been going on on Twitter about Rudy Gobert and how you could put up all these box score numbers all you want, but unless you're watching every player, you're not going to understand their impact or what they can and can't do. And so I was wondering what you guys think of the idea of that nobody will ever be properly rated because you see like DeMarcus Cousins or Russell Westbrook and these guys put up these insane numbers, and not everyone is watching every game, and so they can't see what they're doing to hurt their teams. But you have guys like Roberson and Gobert, or even like Spencer Dinwiddie, who make such a big impact on the game without putting up the numbers, and that's not something that anybody's ever going to see, and it's something that I feel like I just got to give up on, is trying to make people understand impact in a game.
But I think we're getting better at that, though, right?
Yeah,
the people still hit me with the points per game and box score stuff and counting stats. But somebody like Rudy Gobert, like if you're really, really, really dialed into the NBA, you understand that he's one of the best players in the NBA. Even if he's only averaging 14 points a game or whatever, or he's not averaging 16 rebounds as a center, which that used to be the benchmark. And also I think the people whose job it is to properly rate these guys are getting it right. Meaning, like, I think Golden State properly rates Russell Westbrook, right? Like, they know exactly what he can do, what he can't do, and shit like that. As far as the fans, I mean, y'all know my motto is about the fans. They're all pretty fucking stupid for the most part. So it's gonna be, tough sledding in that regard.
I would also add that Twitter is a horrible place to discuss basketball.
You think so?
Like, it's not the worst.
Yeah.
But it's not great.
Yeah, it's because a lot of conversations take so much context that you have to either do eight threaded responses to or assume the other person is going to get, and I don't think that happens a lot with the latter.
There's no room for nuance, and then there's too many ignorant people that just want to jump on the gun and respond without even getting to the point.
Exactly. There's a lot of nuance. Like sometimes it's pretty simple. Like Rudy Gobert is fucking good, right? Like he is good, and he's, he would be, if he played 10 more games this year, he would be running away with the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. Like absolutely, like no one would be close to him right now if he had played 10 more games. But to get all of that fitting into a response or a tweet that then you are going to hope that people put their bias aside to see and to actually have a conversation. That's the thing, is like bias isn't inherently a bad thing when discussing it, but it also doesn't lead to honest conversations about basketball.
But at the same time, Zach, as somebody who doesn't work in the NBA, like I don't work in a front office or whatever, the smartest people who I know about basketball are on Twitter.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Because at this point, it's marketing, right? Like, like the only reason I have a career in this is because of Twitter.
Right.
I got noticed through Twitter. Like I was writing and I was doing an okay job, but I got noticed because of Twitter.
Right.
Like it's all marketing at this point.
When it's hard to describe something in such detail on Twitter too, when you're trying to describe how someone like Rudy Gobert or like Roberson or someone that has just as much impact on a defense and on a game as someone does like Steph Curry. It's hard to make people understand like how players bend the floor and change shot selection and change all those things. And you could throw out numbers all you want, but so many people just don't give a shit about numbers that you can't explain it to them through your eye test either.
Also, you know what I think is a problem too? I think a lot of fans either one actually never played basketball themselves, or two, if they did, not on a level of past the park.
Where they can understand.
They've never had to think about how to score against a set defense ever. And so like these concepts to them, they're just like, no, Michael Jordan gets the ball and he scores. That's it.
Yeah, they're not seeing like, oh, this team ran a Spain pick and roll, or this team is running this, or the pinch post, or anything like that.
As a fan, you're looking at it like it's not fun. You know what I mean? Like you only want fun as the casual fan. And the guys that actually break it down, it's boring. It's like, I don't care about that screen that was set to free up this guy, or he only goes to the right side, or he only goes to the left side, or he has a completion, or you know what I mean? He has a higher percentage of making this shot because of that. Like, I mean, but that's what makes basketball fun, when you understand, you know, the speed, why these guys are making these passes, why is the play so incredible, how hard the difficulty things are, you know what I mean, as you being a player, and, you know, the appreciation of it. That's how you gain appreciation for
That's what I love about it, is the detail. Like, a lot of people, you could be detailed about it.
Yeah, Trey, you play. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm saying, for example, the Spurs for many years was quote unquote boring. And then all of a sudden, their style is just kind of dubbed all over the league for sharing the ball multiple times. And now it's beautiful basketball, or we love it because their teams are now applying it to their systems. And it's like, dude, this has been around for so long. You know what I mean? Like the hockey assist. You know, I personally hated the hockey assist because I would lose assists personally. But in general, it's great. It's great for basketball. You know,
someone who gets a lot of hockey assists loves the game.
Oh, absolutely.
They understand it.
That's like playing outside with a group, a 30 and up group. Those dudes always have hockey assists and kick the young guys' ass because they share the ball. And they never play out of their skill set. They know who's the shooter. They know who's the rebounder. They know who's going to be the screener. You know, like they're never going to go out of that. You know what I mean? And that's why most of those dudes kind of dominate. Now, what were you going to say, Zach?
I was going to say, Trey, like, I think you could relate to this the most out of anyone because you've played with a lot of these guys, or you've been around them long enough. Like, you look at someone look at a replay of DeMar DeRozan hitting a pull-up jumper over someone, right? And you see that, like, on the replay, he just got the ball over the defender's fingertips. Like, I mean, like, it is fractions of an inch that he got it over. But you see the comfort in his face because he knows, like, if a guy's not going to block my shot, it doesn't matter. Like,
it doesn't
matter, right? Like, that's the thing about Steph is it looks like a lot of these shots that Steph's taking are contested, but he knows I'm such a great shooter. As long as they're not going to block the shot, their defense doesn't matter. As long as I'm
the muscle memory is already there.
Yeah, exactly.
He knows the angles to get a shot off in. Steph does. That's what he's so great at.
And it's that comfort that is wildly impressive. That these obviously, like, these guys are the best of the best, so that's how it's going to happen. But it's that comfort level of knowing that this guy is going to miss my shot by 3/8 of an inch, and that's all I needed.
Like, I didn't even understand how difficult it was until I was getting ready for the NBL and practicing the same floater 500 times off one leg, or doing this same move 200 times, and I'm like, damn, this is hard. Like, you know what I mean? Versus just getting shots up. You know what I'm saying? Because after a while, you only can score as much as your skill set allows you to. And now you got to start to add stuff to your game. And that's when you perfect your craft, where guys are spending 2 hours on 3 particular moves. And you're like, how do they make that? Well, they practice it.
Yep. And Tyler, I would add this to the whole Twitter conversation. There are two things. One, the eye test only matters if you know what you're watching. Like, a lot of us know we're watching basketball, right? But if you don't know, like, the defensive schemes of what a team is trying to execute and all this stuff, like, you don't really know. Your eye test doesn't really matter. And that's something that you're always learning and always adapting to. Like, I would say a lot of us know a lot about basketball, but you don't know everything about basketball. So we're always learning. So, like, the eye test thing, you got to prove that you know what you're watching in order to have your eye test mean anything. The second thing is that I implore people to adopt my 1 lap rule. in that you do a lap around a discussion, and if neither of you agree to it, you move on.
Right, and that's the problem is nobody will ever agree with each other anyway. So let's spend hours arguing, but
it's like I heard your part, you heard my part. We're still entrenched in what we believe. Have a great day.
And yet I still ask Zach about cereal and soup. I got to learn that one lap rule.
Tyler,
it's soup, dog. It's soup.
Thank you.
It is.
Thank you, Tyler. Come back.
The Harper Bump guy. Come on. Anyway, thank you for being a fan. You are a Patreon subscriber, which is why you're on this phone call now. Correct?
Yeah, I think that's how I.
Also, only patrons get to come on the pod now.
No.
On the line.
Oh, no. I was about to say, finally a screening process. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, thanks for being a fan of the show. Actually, you know what? I just wanted to shout out a couple more people. Jared McCoo, you might as well stay on. JC Robertson II, Brandon Jefferson, thank you. Jamie McCracken. What's cracking, Jamie? Daniel Menezes, Justin Smith, thank you so much. Vito Chiramonte, Vincent Van Oric, Ryan Masick, Kevin Collins, Young Choi, shouts to Young Choi, El Huron. I'm not doing this well. I can't do the Spanish names. El Huron, Nolan Stark, longtime friend of the show, Sarah Motti, Ariel Acevedo, she was on the show, remember? Muaz Zakaria and Adam Tunke. Anyway, thanks to everybody who is pledging. Really, really appreciate it. And I think with that, Zach, you can end the show.
All right. For Laurent. For Big Waz, for Eden Lou, for Anthony Mays, Black Trey, Tom Haberstroh, Neil from Alabama/Atlanta, Sarah the Pharmacist again to make up for last week, Mama Hoy, Tyler the Gravedigger, I'm Zach Harper, Jade Hoy, support that man.
Sarah, you didn't have a joke, did you?
No, I can save it for next week.
Well, no,
I don't have anything good.
Come on.
I mean, I would tell another Isaiah joke, but I'm afraid he's going to put a hit out on me.
Nah, he's not that mean. Go ahead.
Let me see here. Who would win in a limbo competition, Isaiah Thomas or JJ Barea?
Who?
JJ Barea?
Yeah, I got nothing.
That's it? That's the joke?
That's the joke.
I didn't have any.
Wait, there wasn't even a punchline?
Yeah, I know. I wasn't prepared this week.
All right.
No, punchline coming next week.
Yeah, punchline coming next week. More to come.
See ya. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Tyler.
Bye, everyone.
See you, Eden. See you, Black Trey.
Ciao.
Was Anthony Mays ever here?
Yes, he was.
Oh, okay. All right, peace.
Sounds like Waz's Tinder name.
I'd swipe right on Dick Roman.
Thank you, Eden.
You better dig that. The thing my grandpa used to say, you got to preheat the oven before you stick your dick in it. Like, that's just...
Hey, listen. Whoa. Listen.
Is Grandpa Harper in hell with Grandma?
No, Grandpa Harper never said that.
What'd you say, Harper? What?
Is it in Russell Westbrook's hands? Bang!
Hey Jade, just want to let you know, man. Like I said, don't even don't even air this. Don't even put it on the show. I get the vibe that you're stressing, newly independent. Honestly, you made the right move. But just have some faith in the content, man. You're at over 1,000 subscribers, over 1,000 on just what you guys do. Just have faith in the content. I know I love it, and I know thousands of others do. Thousands. It's gonna be good, man. You made the right move. Just wanna let you know. Cheers.